Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
My dearest explorers, it is fantastic to be with you once again. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. As we settle in, as we focus our energy tonight, we are coming off a Tuesday's stream, which is a fantastic stream. We worked really hard, but tonight, I'm not dialing it up, I'm not making it more complicated. Tonight, we're talking about how the mentally ill are weak. That and much more tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, my explorers. How is everyone doing this evening? Doesn't it feel good to be here? Doesn't it feel good to breathe the air in the chat of Explorations with Leslie Tanner? Does it not? Does it not feel good to just suck that air in, the digital air, to suck in the digital communion that we are having with one another in the chat on Explorations with Leslie Tanner on twitch.tv. Namaste. P-Chops resubbing already very fast. Brizzle Legs, we got Quick Draws of the West. Quick Draws of the West resubscribing for 22 months, and then for 21 months coming from Brizzle Legs. Namaste to you. Namaste to you, my explorers. Now, those of you that have been here for a minute, obviously P-Chops and obviously Brizzle Legs are among those few that have been here for a minute. They've been around the block. They know what everything's about. So tonight, listen, there's a lot of new blood in the chat tonight. There's a lot of new people excited, eager for the next level, eager to unlock the power inside of them. But what we're gonna need from our more seasoned members is some hands-on work from the more advanced members, the more seasoned, experienced explorers. Because tonight I'm just going to jump right into it. We're going to get into it in a more substantial way in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to broach it. I want to broach the topic. I'm too excited about it. I'm too excited because here lies some of the absolute most basic tools that I or anyone can give you. I or anyone on this earth, if they care about you, if they want to see you thrive, if they want to see you truly become, they will be giving you the tools that I'm giving you right now. And one of those basic tools is just that the mentally ill are weak. If they're the crazy, the spiritually sick, the emotionally disturbed, they are weak, they're fragile, they're burdensome, not just to the world around them, but to themselves. And tonight we're going to explore that. We're going to get down to it. We're going to stop playing around. We're going to stop babying ourselves and each other. We're going to talk about how you're weak, you're a burden. People don't like that sort of thing, unless it makes them feel good. But I'm already getting in the weeds. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get into tonight with you. Namaste. Namaste to Money Tits. Bless you, Money Tits. Great to see you, Money Tits. Fantastic to see you. Les, you have a room full of folks. Now, I was going, wow, and a resub. A resub from Money Tits. 24th month in a row. That's right, 2 years. Are you the first 2-yearer, Money Tits? Are you the first 2-yearer? Let's go. Let's go. Are you the first 2-year committed explorer? Money Tits. Has anyone else hit that mark? I don't even know. I got to know. I don't even know. I got to know. Did the hot dog come on the screen? Are we doing hot dog? Is the hot dog working? Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Is the hot dog working right now? I want to make sure. Yes. Funnily enough, Money Tits, a eunuch, but also, technically speaking, a cock slave over in the Discord. You'll understand more if you go to the Discord. Yes, there we go. Okay, the hot dog is working. I just wanted to make sure, because that's honestly, if the hot dog is not working, I want you to know everything's grinding to a halt. I will burn this bitch to the ground if the hot dog's not working. Second favorite food for me, America's favorite, number one favorite food out in general. And that's why we put it on the screen. 4th of July rolled around last year. 4th of July rolled around last year, and I said to myself, I got to put a damn hot dog on the screen. What kind of American would I be to not put a hot dog on the screen? And not only that, not only put a hot dog in the screen in celebration of our nation, but also to give you the tools that you need to put a hot dog on the screen when you want to do that. Because it's not just about me. It's not just about my will. It's not just about me doing the work at Explorations. It's about all of us. It's about each and every single one of us communally, collectively exploring, communally and collectively reaching for that next level, and communally unlocking and unleashing that power that courses through our veins even as we sit with one another right now. Namaste. Namaste to each and every single one of you on this beautiful Thursday night. Special, now I have nipples, tassels on me. It says DW Drums 1, 2, 3. I have nipples, tassels on me. So that's fun. I don't know. I wonder what color the tassels are, if the tassels are long or if they're just short, cute little tassels. Who understands that? I am your me hitting me with 2 bits. I am your me also with that 1 bit. Namaste to you, keeping that hype train chugging along, right? We do have a hype train, and we've got someone laying down the railroads, laying down doing that old-timey work, laying the railroad down for us. Really appreciate you. I am your me. Bless you. Oh, wow, and a perspective from Moisty Unicorns. Getting us started tonight. Very exciting. Thank you so much, Moisty, for the bits. And Moisty says, what about R-word strength? Okay, good question, Moisty. Really excellent question, and I think something that we should bring to the fore. Now, thank you so much for the bits. Namaste to you, Pond Scum. And while we are dwelling here within nothing, I am going to address the question of Moisty Unicorns. What about R-word strength? Now, just to clear it up, in case that is not exactly clear what he meant by that. What he meant was retard strength. He meant the strength of a mentally retarded man or woman, or non-binary, sort of clenching down, getting excited. Lenny of Mice and Men is a really good example of that. Squeezing and getting excited, or just getting angry. Now, these are all examples of retard strength, and thank you so much, Moisty. Appreciate you bringing that up for the community. Now, I do want to send a special, thank you and hello to our chapter in Ottawa, right? And we have a chapter in Ottawa communing tonight. Very exciting to have them on with us and communally, physically sharing an energy of explorations. Please be offended. My favorite thing about the hot dog is that it fucks with the mentally ill. Now, do you mean like a friend fucks with someone, or like I fuck with that, like colloquially, or like fucks with you, like it plays a prank on you, like maybe pulls your pants down when you're at the mall or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, and I'd love to know more. If you could expound on that for me, that'd be really great. I appreciate that. I'm gonna turn this music up a little bit. Namaste. Now, hello to our chapter in Ottawa. If everyone can, if everyone can send a special hello and thank you to our physical gathering in Ottawa, our microdosing brothers and sisters in the country upstairs, communing, excited. They've decided that digital isn't enough. That solo isn't enough. I need to be with other people. I need to share this excitement in real time, in real life. Therefore, expanding the effects and benefits of the program in and of itself. Now, I'd love to see how this goes for you guys, because I know you're on drugs. So if you could keep me up to date on this sort of landmark, sort of trailblazing experiment that you're running over there, a combination of drugs and fraternization and just some good old-fashioned socializing. How does that mix with the program Explorations? I can only imagine very positively. I can only imagine that this is going to take, the life-transforming work that you would all be doing through the chat by yourselves, and actually absolutely just crunching that up to 9, 10, 11, 12 times the amount. Namaste. Mr. Defo says, Ottawa, call in and tell us about the Canada compound. Namaste. Thank you so much for those bits, Defo. Bless you and namaste. And Milk Boy is at Leslie. It is us. We're in Belleville. Oh, it's not Ottawa. Is it? Belleville, Ontario. We're 3 hours from Ottawa. We are fully dialed in. I read it in the message earlier of something about Ottawa, but my eyes played tricks on me. Ontario, namaste to you. Well, either way, Moisty Unicorns, there's a few baddies with downs on IG that are questionably attractive. Well, that's interesting, and I appreciate you sharing that with us, Moisty. Baddies with downs. Now, I mean, questionably attractive, do you mean that you're questioning whether you're attracted? Or they're like, are you kind of playing a game right now, Moisty, and you're not being honest with yourself? Or deep down, you are attracted to them. Deep down, you know that you lust after them. You want their flesh. You wish to have it. But rather than taking responsibility for that, Moisty, what I hear is you sort of pushing it away to an objective idea of attractiveness. Is it attractive? I don't know. I only think what is attractive, so therefore, let's all decide questionably disavowal. Own your lust after our downs, brothers and sisters. Namaste. And namaste, because we've got a lot to get into tonight. So I'm not gonna holy butt around. We're gonna get into some calls. We're gonna get into the business tonight, the mentally iller week. After like I said before, there's a lot to get into, a lot of excitement. And yeah, not Ottawa. 3 hours away from Ottawa. Yeah, Ontario. I couldn't draw out a map of you guys to save my goddamn life. To be honest, I couldn't. If somebody had a gun to my head, they placed the barrel of a gun right here, and they said, if you don't draw out a map of the East Coast of the United States with 50% accuracy, I will shoot you in the head. You know what I would do? I'd take the gun and I'd just shoot myself in the fucking head, because I have no idea where any of those states are on the East Coast. I know we have several, Money Tits just a moment ago, 24 months, hitting that absolute milestone of the 24-month mark. Shared with us. that at a point in the past that Money Tits is from the Rhode Island area, as many of our other committed explorers and moderators are from Rhode Island. And Rhode Island, no fucking idea where it is. No, absolutely no clue. I know it's that way, which that's not even true. That way, I guess. Right? Yeah, that way. And Delaware, Vermont, Massachusetts, Maryland. I don't know where these places are. And it honestly pisses me off if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. And I feel like we've established a rapport enough that I can be honest with you. When I think about having to know where these places are, and that I'm a fully grown, almost middle-aged adult, and I don't know where these places are, I'm pissed off. I'm not going to learn. I'm not going to keep an open mind. And I resent that I should know. I resent this pressure that's, that not only has been placed in me, but I hold on to. So maybe tonight I'm going to, in the spirit of the mentally ill, I'm going to take a page from y'all's book and just kind of let it go. Let myself be just kind of a, just a loose attachment to reality, and just truly just kind of wall myself off and kind of therefore be kind of more of a burden on the people around me. Namaste. Now we do have one thing that I wanted to bring up. Now, on the Discord server, we talk all the time on this channel. We talk about the coming compound. Well, this is a thing in the works. We're either going to build one with funds, or that we get from here in the program, or over the community of Devoted Light at Patreon.com, which hosts an exclusive growing library of materials, videos, and music that you can't get anywhere else. If you're ready for the next level, head on over to patreon.com/Leslie Tanner, and the videos there are going to blow your mind. They're really going to blow your mind. The production level, the depth of exploration, it really has to be seen to be believed. Namaste. Maybe there are some members of the community of Devoted Light that can speak to that in the chat. Namaste, or maybe give us a call later. But either way, we talk all the time here about the compound. Now, the compound is going to be, it'll be a building that we all live in, and basically it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks pure. Like, there's never been a more beautiful 6 to 8 week period in the history of humanity. An absolute perfect sharing, perfect empathy. Nobody wants, everybody feels good, and everybody is fucking, and they like it. They're not being R-word, they're not being, nobody, we haven't introduced that yet in the compound as far as the first 6 to 8 weeks. After, you bet, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be it may be the worst. The pendulum's going to swing real hard the other way. The worst thing that has ever been beheld by humanity, bar none. Yes, I'm comparing it to everything that's currently or has already happened in the past. We're gearing up to really take it into the octagon and wrestle it to the ground. Now, this compound, though, there have been a lot of ideas. Everyone's got a lot of ideas, and I love hearing them. I love that everyone has a stake in this compound. I love the excitement, the eagerness. Lord knows I'm excited. Whenever it happens, I'm going to be first in line. I'm going to cut that ribbon, and I'm going to move in. I'm going to have my satchel with my clothings and my shoes and some books on tape, because I don't read. Can't read, don't read. That's on purpose. We'll talk about that later. But I'm going to be walking in there with my stuff as soon as I cut that damn ass ribbon. So in that spirit, in the spirit of this compound, if you have an idea for the compound, if you have an idea for a room, for an entire wing, for a program that you would like to run, or a program that you think someone else is really well suited for, there is a new text channel in the Discord called Compound Ideas. You can go check it out right now. Leave your ideas there. And our inaugural idea, I don't know, is Mother Nipplebottom here right now? I'm going to give this a couple seconds. Mother Nipple Bottom, are you here? Mother Nipple Bottom. Compound butter. I love that. Is Mother here? Mother Nipple Bottom? No, she's not. Okay. Well, I told her we were gonna. Maybe we can get her feedback on this later on. But so she had an idea for a room or like maybe a feature of the compound. I don't know. It honestly was just it was kind of. I'll show it to you. I'll just show it to you, and then we can discuss it. So this is a foyer area, an entry of a home, and there's a space above the front door that maybe you could put a lot of different things, and she has put maybe like a pole dancing thing, and not even a midget, but just a miniature human being, a small human being, maybe about 2.5 to 3 feet tall, shaking their ass and titties, dancing very, eloquently, but nevertheless erotically, and maybe that's an idea that we could explore. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that picture into the ideas. Let's see here. Compound ideas. Look at, and Toaster already said something funny. Toaster jumped into the old the compound ideas room, and he made the first comment, and it just says fart room. I love that. That's the kind of silly stuff that we can really look forward to in the compound. We can make it ours, make it our own. I love that sort of stuff. I love laughing. And listen, there's nothing that I love more than just simply laughing. Mother of Carp. No, is Mother Nipplebottom even in the Discord? Damn, girl. All right, there it is. Discord's there. I mentioned the community of devoted light at patreon.com. I'll drop that link in the chat. Exclusive videos, growing library of exclusive videos, music downloads, monthly postcard to give you a chance of what you might be missing. Something like that. Picture of me with I have a secret, and then there's the secret. You'll never know because you're either not a part of the group and you're not seizing this once in a lifetime opportunity to enter this next level of the program, or you're just poor. You're just poor and you can't afford success, you can't afford pleasure, and you can't afford this secret or the next level. So you decide. And then, guys, we are going to be streaming this Saturday. I know I say that, but I'm for real this time because I scheduled something with someone else, and that means I have to do it. So this Saturday, we're going to be talking to Luke Man and just having a good old-fashioned exploration afterwards. Saturday night, this Saturday. So keep your heads up. Namaste. I know I say that shit all the time, but Old Man Doom with 1 bit. Thank you so much, Old Man Doom. Now, guys, let's get into tonight's theme. Also, if anybody wants to fuck with the people with the chapter in Canada, they're probably on drugs, so you could just go nuts. You could just send them direct ads to, like, ask them, how long have you been having this thought? Or something like that. Are postcards available for pickup instead of delivery? Night Year, unfortunately not, no. There's no way to pick them up where I am, but I can get them to you. It costs me about, I don't even know. What's postage? It'll get to you soon, Night Year. It'll get to you soon. Let me send it to you. How fun is it to get physical mail, Night Year? Namaste. How fun is it to get physical mail? Allow yourself this pleasure. We love Kapoor. You schedule things and don't come through at times, dude. Kapoor. Yeah, I know. I know that. And you know what, Kapoor? I'm going to overlook something right now, Kapoor. Because you've been a good explorer. You've been a committed explorer, Kapoor. You've given a lot of yourself. You started that joke about how I am Kapoor. Hold on, caller. I have to address something, okay?
Okay.
Now, Kapoor, you've given a lot to this community. So I'm going to overlook this transgression. I'm going to overlook this sort of sniveling disappointment that you just expressed. I'm going to overlook the fact that maybe you think that I don't know the best use of my time. I think maybe you think that I'm not committed to the program outside of here. Or maybe that I'm out fraternizing. Or jacking off and liking it. I'm not. So I'm going to overlook this. I'm going to grant you this, Kapoor. If it ever comes time that I don't follow through with something that I say, you rest assured that I'm doing something of monumental importance. That to even try to explain it to you, Kapoor, would shrivel your mind. It would shatter, disintegrate, blow away in the wind. I don't even want to take calls yet. What is it that you think I'm doing? All right. Well, tonight's theme mentally ill are weak. The mentally ill are weak. They're not strong. Now, the reason I'm being so blunt tonight, sometimes I like to leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Sometimes I like to doll it up, sugar it up, and allow all of us to converge on the message together. All right? But tonight, no, I'm not doing that. Tonight, we're going directly to the meat on the bones. I trust that you can chew it up. Okay? Because right now what we have outside of explorations is an epidemic, a scourge of empowerment. You look in any direction, bring up the idea of mental illness, bring up the idea of mental health. You're not 5 seconds away from looks of pity, empathy, understanding, and someone largely seeking to empower you on your journey of healing. Now, I don't need to tell you how utterly perverse this dynamic is. Disgusting, anti-human, inorganic, terrified. And sometimes, if I was going to sit here and give you a dolled up, sugary little dessert of an idea to chew on, and then eventually get to that creamy center of truth, if I was going to do that, it would take 3 hours, and then you would get there, and then what? Maybe it's 6, maybe it doesn't. So tonight, I'm ripping the skin and fur off the carcass, and we are chewing on the meat tonight. The mentally ill are weak. They're not strong. They're not brave. they cost. They are coming at a net cost to the world around us. A lot of us included in this community. Lord knows there's a lot of mentally ill in this community. So tonight, whether you are mentally ill, or whether you know someone out there that is mentally ill, Real Ghost Caught on Camera, good to see you in chat. Namaste to you. Hopefully we get a call from you later on. Whether you are mentally ill or someone you know out there is mentally ill, that's what we're talking about. How does mental illness make you more fragile, vulnerable, in need of energy, time, materials from others? How many of you are or currently or have been in the past on welfare because of your mental illness? You're telling me you're strong? Listen, it's simple. Can you go to work? Can you pick up a 20-pound bag of rice? Okay, then you're strong enough at least. You can't go to a call center job? You can't make coffee or something? You can't make coffee? You're that pathetic? You can't make coffee? Well, that's what we're talking about tonight. Free yourself and those that you care about from the yoke of projected strength. Do not give them that burden to carry around. Acknowledge their weakness. Acknowledge that you are stronger. Acknowledge that you are superior, you are better. And they are weak and worse. In some ways, and sometimes, it can be the greatest gift you can give somebody that's mentally ill. Namaste. All right, caller. Hopefully you're ready, caller. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie. This is Bill.
Bill, it's good to hear from you, Bill. How are you? Doing good. We've got a communal vision from Mary Lou right now. Leslie, you are mentally ill if you don't turn the music down a little bit. Holy shit, dude. Get it together, XO, smooch, but seriously.
Okay, Mary
It's
Lou.
not that loud.
No, it's not that loud.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it. Now. Bill, it's good to hear from you. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. I'm excited about this topic. Very passionate about this topic.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm passionate about this topic as well. It's very important to me, not only as a human being in general, but also as a mental health counselor who works directly with the mentally ill in my work. But listen, I could speak on it all day. I want to hear from you, though, Bill. Bill, you said you're passionate. Talk to me about your passion. How are you passionate about the mentally ill being weak?
Well, I want to be clear up front, and I want to make a distinction here. There's mentally handicapped people, and then there's mentally ill people. Okay.
True.
Now,
yes.
mentally handicapped people are great. I love them. They're down for anything. You want someone to be your buddy on a trip. Mentally handicapped people, always there with a smile on their face.
Oh yeah.
Love them to death.
Oh
You
yeah.
can get them to do all kinds of stuff. But the mentally ill is kind of opposite problem. They're just so caught up in their own little mental problems that, it's just ridiculously easy to just use that against them. It's pathetic.
Absolutely. Now, one, I'm going to turn you up a little bit. Now, speak on that. Mental handicap versus mental illness. I think this is a really important distinction that not a lot of people make. But let's do that. Let's take. I'm going to put you in a situation, and I want you to explore it. Okay. Imagine for a moment you're making a little day trip, right? You got the day off. Maybe it's Columbus Day or something, and you're going to go to a little trip to the museum, history museum. And an affirmation for the fellows: strength. Musk is the currency of the violence that is your mind. I got to do that one again. Hold on.
1000%. Musk, very important.
Yeah, I'm sure that changed someone's life out there, but I need, personally, just for me, I need to do that again. That didn't completely gel up. Swag Flowers, this is for you. Dig through the snow and bury your treasure. The musk of violence will be here forever. Pussy. And that's for men. Namaste. Good luck with that and enjoy that. It made me happy to be able to give that to you.
That was beautiful. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. Now, talk to me. Talk to me. I'm going to put you on a situation, a little day trip to the Museum of Natural History. One version of that trip is with a mental handicap, and the other version of the trip with a mentally ill person. How are these days going to be different in your mind?
Oh, just night and day difference. I'm just going to use the R word up front because it's a word that everyone else understands what it means. If I'm bringing a retarded with me to the museum,
right,
that's a wonderful day. That's an absolutely great day.
Yeah.
Because every exhibit you show them, they're going to love. They're going to say, "Oh, wow, this is amazing. This is fantastic. What a beautiful splotch of paint on a piece of canvas." And then when they're done, you buy them something from the gift shop. You buy them a little ice cream. It's the best day ever. Fantastic. Easy to please. Low maintenance. Maybe they shit themselves. You can handle that. That's what wipes are for. Mentally handicapped or mentally ill people, on the other hand, it really just depends. There's all these flavors of mentally ill. Let's just throw out like the obvious, like homicidal maniac people. You don't want that at a museum. They're going to kill somebody, right? Guards everywhere. It's a terrible idea.
Right.
Even
like if you put someone, Namaste, Real Ghost Con on camera with the Prime, hitting us with that Prime, very generous of you. Namaste to you, and thank you so much, Real Ghost. Bless you. So, yeah, I think there's something to what you're bringing up. Imagine, the first thing I'm imagining is maybe like a big T-Rex fossil, like a reconstructed Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, you show that to a mental retard, and they're going to absolutely go nuts. They're going to go nutso for it.
Oh, yeah. They're going to start talking about Jurassic Park. It's going to be great.
Now take somebody with, anxiety, depression, bipolar 1 or 2, borderline. You can imagine how unpleasant that situation is going to be probably.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you right now, you bring someone like that to the table, to the T-Rex exhibit, this is what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're going to focus on the little tchotchkes, the little things at the base of the dinosaur skull. They're going to ignore the dinosaur entirely and say, there's too many rocks here. It's an uneven number, and they're not smooth, and it bothers me. And now I got to fix it. Well, that's the thing. You don't want to help them. If you help them, you're just enabling their weakness, If anything, you should make it worse and say, hey, fix it yourself, idiot.
Right, but then where are you at? Where are you at with your day trip, though, then? Bill? You started off with hope, excitement. You got something to look forward to, which could be a real rare thing in an adult's life. And all of a sudden, you're having to chide someone that you're just trying to share some casual pleasantries with.
Right. Why would I bring someone who's going to just make my day even more difficult?
Mm-hmm.
Now their weakness is bringing me down.
Or
They're
Yeah.
the real pedantic types, and they say, "Oh, that leg bone should be over here. I can't enjoy this because it's not anatomically correct." It's a dinosaur skeleton. Enjoy it.
Now, now compare both of those situations though to just going by yourself, Bill. What would you rather do? If you was by yourself, a mental retard or a mentally ill person, what would who are you picking in that situation? Question from Night Year, and maybe you know something about this, Bill. Was there any autistic dinosaurs? Do you have any knowledge in that?
That's a really good question. I don't really know a lot about dinosaur bones. I know a lot more about people bones. But there probably were some retarded dinosaurs. I mean, they kind of look derpy in a way.
Yeah, let's just go off some just cursory layman's knowledge, and let's go through the dinosaurs we know and see if and get just kind of are they autism coded. Let's start with the Triceratops.
100%. Triceratops has a horn coming out of its head that's taking up brain matter space. Definitely got some issues.
What about Stegosaurus?
Stegosaurus, they've got a tiny head, probably a little slow, probably a little retarded. Probably hit themselves with their tail.
What about Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Nah, Tyrannosaurus Rex, big guy, small arms.
Yeah.
He just needs to do more push-ups.
Okay. Yeah. True. Okay. Well, I think this has been really productive. I think you got us off to a really interesting start tonight, Bill, with this distinction between the ill and the handicapped, mentally speaking, and it's a distinction that we need to make very, very, assertively in our communities. Namaste and welcome, Cosmodoris. Namaste and welcome to you to the program formally, the first day of the rest of your life, certainly, and I'm very excited to have you on board. Bless you, Cosmo. I look forward to seeing more of you in the chat. Namaste. Danny Blue Jeans with a communal vision. Danny Blue Jeans, the communal vision. The mentally ill just need to try harder to not be, at least fake it till you make it like I do. Now, Danny Blue Jeans, I don't know exactly how long you've been around, but you're really demonstrating a pretty impressive, intuitive knowledge of how we do run things here at Explorations. One of my go-to pieces of advice for when there's a break in the stream, or when there's even if somebody contacts me in full emotional or mental crisis, the first thing I say is act as normal as you can for as long as possible. Period. That is the best advice that I can give to anyone that is out there mentally ill, mentally deficient, cognitively handicapped, whatever you want to say. If just try your best to act normal. Put on a goddamn polo shirt and wipe your mouth off. Well, let's start there. Look someone in the eye and say hello, and then look away in a normal way. Start there.
Yeah. Everybody has to act, okay? So, like, acting like, oh, I have to act even harder because I have a mental illness. Get over yourself. We're all having to do that shit.
Right. I would say that the mentally ill do have to work harder, but they have to work harder, period.
That's right.
Namaste. Well, Bill, I think you got us off to a really great start tonight. Like I said, the differentiation between mentally ill and mentally handicapped, very different vibes, very different situations. So I think going forward, let's keep that in mind, everybody. Bill set us off on the right path. Let's not conflate, mentally ill with the mentally retarded or mentally deficient in some other way. Let's keep our weirdos in line with, themselves. Communal vision from Night Year. I actually beat Down syndrome. So we have somebody who's fully recovered from. Yeah, congratulations to Night Year for overcoming. Down syndrome. Really inspiring story. I'm sure we'd all love to hear the details about that. And so I will throw you one last comment, Bill, that I just noticed in the chat for you. Real Ghost Caught on Camera says, caller sounds like he lives at a truck stop. Is that true?
I'm currently at a truck stop, so you get points for that.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm on the move
So it sounds
sometimes.
like you called it. You at least read the vibe right. Well, Bill, is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we move on to our next caller?
Family, if you haven't hugged your retarded today, then you should. Go hug him right now.
Namaste. Beautiful message to end on. I appreciate your energy tonight, Bill.
Namaste, Leslie.
Namaste. Beautiful. Love that. Love that. If anybody notices Mother Nipplebottom wandering into the stream, please alert me, because I do want her to explain exactly what she sent me in this picture. Kind of just no real fucking clue what is supposed to be going on, but I'm open to it. I'm open to those zany ideas. Also, there might be a whole logic that I'm just not tapping into. Namaste. The program works. That's the thing. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times in a chorus of a million voices. The program works. And the reason we say that is one simple reason. The program works because the program works. If it didn't get results, then why are there so many people here? Why do people come back time after time after time, eager, excited, participating in chat, saying a bunch of silly stuff, and also very productive, insightful, and brilliant stuff in the chat? If the program didn't work, why would it not only command much from its followers, but also receive much and also give even more to its followers? Namaste. Communal vision from Moist Unicorns. Leslie, I can't believe your Downs treatment hasn't been picked up by mental health professionals. Those idiots. The program works. Now that's interesting. I did submit. I've submitted to the state every year. It's like clockwork. The clerks at the court office know my name. Obviously, they know what I'm turning in before I even do it. I'm first in line on the first day that you can submit curriculum to the state to be used by court-referred programs. And yeah, I do have a 100% successful rate by which we can, our brothers and sisters with Down syndrome can recover completely in full remission. Thank you, Moisey. I appreciate you bringing that up. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. One second, caller. We have a communal vision already. Quite frankly, if you don't believe in the program, why are you here? How many believers and testaments of the program working does it take? Very interesting. I appreciate that, Night Year, because I say the same exact thing. I mean, how much more life-changing testimonial do you need to hear? How many more different ways can a life be changed for the better do you need to see in real time before you say, yeah, the program works? Namaste. Well, caller, I'd like to turn my attention to our conversation. It's good to have you. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Mr. Leslie, you can call me Mo Derek or Mo.
So this is, so full name Mo Derek, but for short, Mo.
Sure, whatever you'd like, Mr. Leslie, yes.
Is that, all right. I can call you Mo then?
Wonderful. Yes, I'd love that.
Oh, well, it's great to speak to you, Mo. How are you doing tonight?
I'm well tonight. And if I may just say very quickly, we are from the Belleville, Ontario chapter. We're just calling in tonight to see how you're doing.
Hold on one second. I got to turn you up on my end. You're a little soft. I am Pack resubbing with the Prime. Namaste to you. I am Pack. Thank you so much. Very generous. I love the taste of that Prime, even sweeter than candy it is. Because, even if you're broke, you got that Prime. Go ahead, Mo.
Just wondering how you're doing tonight. We are from the Belleville chapter. We said we'd call in tonight and just check out.
Okay, very exciting. So we do
The
have
program works.
Namaste, Dark Flames 88
Namaste.
rating. Namaste to you, Raiders. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner. We have on the phone with us, Raiders, just to get you up to speed. We have on the phone with us is a member of our Belleville chapter out of Ontario, Canada, calling in. His name is Mo. Mr. Defo with a Communal Vision. Before the program, I was a boozer and an abuser. Now I'm sipping gasoline and 300 days clean. Again, we have reams of testimonies like this about the program working, and the program working in the same exact way. It can change your life. It will change your life. You just have to acknowledge it, allow it into your heart, and you don't have to understand it. You just have to feel it. All right. Now I'm going to say, Mo, it's great to hear from Belleville. We have a physical chapter in Belleville community. How's the vibe over there right now, Mo?
All gathering tonight, of course, yes.
Fantastic. I love your accent. Where are you from, Mo?
Originally Wisconsin.
Most recently, Wisconsin. And is
Yes, originally, mister. Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Where's about in Wisconsin?
Here and there. I don't like to keep tabs, you know me.
Yeah, you didn't like to keep tabs on the towns you were in?
No, God, no. I'm just zipping here and there. But you know what the most interesting thing is that no matter where you go, you'll find that retards are retards. There's some life in those people, but ultimately it gets a little weird.
Yeah, depending on your expectations, yeah, I suppose. I could definitely see where you're coming from on that, Mo. There can be a lot of the retarded community can be honestly that's a whole new exploration to explore the strengths and weaknesses of the mentally retarded, and certainly I can understand where you're coming from, being from originally the Midwest and your experiences therein. I really appreciate you being so forthright. So what brought you over to Belleville then? What
I don't know.
What got you there?
I had the inclination to move north. I had to go north, Mr. Leslie. I had to get there. I had to fucking find myself. And what I found in myself was the fact that I, ironically, am surrounding myself with mentally ill people. Myself being a former mentally ill person.
Yeah, sure.
I have got work done through your program for many, 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 many months. I think I've been on the program for some time. And I think the one thing that really and that fucking called in with that stinky pussy, that stuff will never, ever, ever, ever go over my head. I thought that was brilliant the way you handled that.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I want to explore that with you. We were just rated, though. One moment. Just give me one moment to
Please take all the time you need, Mr. Leslie. Please take all the time.
The Raiders, hold space for my tribe. Namaste to you. Listen, it's at the top of the chat. If you're not following Hold Space for My Tribe, you have no idea how badly you're fucking your life up. Fantastic,
Namaste.
Casual, entertaining, weird vibes. And those vibes are weird, and you know that it's good because it's not just a signifier. It's not just an empty gesture. He'll camp out on something that is unwelcome for an extended period of time, and that's how you know the vibes are good and you're dealing with somebody that you want on your team. Namaste. Hold space for my tribe. Welcome, Raiders.
Namaste.
How was the stream? Talk to me about the stream, Hold Space. Can you let me know how the stream was? What kind of energy has been kind of cummed inside of the womb, spiritually speaking, of our community here tonight? Pop-Tart, namaste to you. Bless you. Good to see you. It was demented, says Uncle Krosov. Also good to see you, Uncle Krosov. Namaste. The viewers are not happy. That's his Hold Space. And that's good. That's good. That's how you know you got a good stream. If you are simply making everyone happy all the time, then you're not doing your fucking job.
Sick to your stomach or bust, Mr. Leslie.
Say that again?
Sick to your stomach or bust.
Sick to your stomach, what was that?
Or bust. If you're not making them sick to the stomach, you're
Or
not doing your job.
bus. I see. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Sick to your stomach, and that's got to happen sometimes, or else you are, you're given Brett Bordeaux. Namaste to you, bless you, and namaste to you. Good to see. It's good to see you in chat as well. Now. Talk to me about this stinky pussy. You're giving me a compliment about, but you were breaking in and out. If you can you recap that again for me?
I apologize, Mr. Leslie. I apologize for my connection. Yes, it was, I believe, one of your last Meatloaf streams. Myself and many of the community, we tuned in with to watch, the gravy, the Meatloaf, and you had a very unfortunate caller that was not exactly vibing with you, and she had some choice words for you, and the way that you handled it, I thought it was with such a plum that it absolutely moved me. You were talking about how the fact that she is just way too much and her pussy probably stank. And I know for a fact that you were right. Her pussy probably stank. It was fucking disgusting.
Listen, you sound like somebody who has been around the block, who has seen their share. I don't know. Cool.
I love how the internet empowers everyone to express themselves.
That's just one of the many. I'm going to throw another quote in for free. I have many quotes that can and will change your life should you simply just with a small donation of 25 bits. I'm going to go ahead and do one more for Civic because I love Civic. I love Civic TV 80. What is it? 83. I always forget the number. 83 Civic TV. Now, 1 second. I'm going to do a little quote. Another free quote.
Nightmares are a real number.
Once again, who else is saying shit like this? There's no one on earth saying shit like I am. No one's bringing you the program. I'm bringing you. Namaste. Now, and you know exactly. So you smell a couple stinky pussies, you can clock the stinky pussy coming from a mile away. Especially when they bring you that sort of the claws are out and they want to tear you down, and then you're like, what's that other note? What's that other note in the air?
It is must. Mm-hmm. It is absolute must. It is mothball.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of everything.
Yes,
I just want you to know this is not our first night in your Belleville, Ontario chapter that we've been taking mushrooms and enjoying your stream, enjoying the program, enjoying what that you bring forth to us. And it is an enlightened experience. I feel better as a man. I've never been drinking more. I've never smoked more cigarettes since I started taking the program. I feel more in control of my life. I feel more euthanized as a man, and I feel less retarded. And I think that's so interesting that you have brought that to us tonight. I think it is absolutely sickening that we let all of these people surround themselves with different types of mentally ill people and just be okay with it.
Well, that's the thing, is to be okay. To be okay with, let's look at what we mean by that, because so often, and I know I can already feel we're on the same page on this, but so often when we say that we're okay and accept the mentally ill,
yes,
what we mean is often, dare I say, most of the time, it is the opposite. That a part of us may tolerate it. A lot of us may, through a general benevolence to other human beings, like wish them the best or something. Yeah. But ultimately, we're afraid of them.
Of course.
Ultimately,
because we look at them and we see a little bit in ourselves. We bring out the worst in ourselves when we look at these retards.
And yes, exactly. We also deny ourselves from enjoying the worst of ourselves. When we say that we tolerate, we understand, we are working with, we champion, blah, 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 the violence in those words is undeniable to anyone with eyes who can see and ears that can hear. Now, I think there's something to enjoying that you feel better than them. Allow yourself that, because you're stronger.
We are higher
you're
than
more
them,
capable.
Mr. Leslie. Higher. We are a higher power than them. Mentally
100%.
ill people deserve to be locked up. And there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They need to be locked up and they need to be sheltered. They need to be completely taken out of society. And this is one thing through the program that I have learned. And our entire Belleville chapter is completely blown out by that. It's fucking beautiful.
Love that. I love that. You know, it sounds like you guys are onto some really exciting stuff over in Belleville, and I'd love to check in with you guys in a more one-on-one situation when the times line up. I'd love to spend some time with you and check in and see how the program's working with you all. But listen, in the meantime, can you give, maybe there's some some errant groups in the chat right now. They're like, maybe we should meet up. Maybe we should do this together. What would you give them to just push them over that line, get them to do it? What kind of advice would you give them?
I want to say do it. Look for the problems in yourself and then project that onto other people. Look for the things that make you feel the worst about yourself and find that in other people. Ignore that and then find the other people that don't share the same things. Get together. Make sure that you are feeling comfortable just being a complete fucking person of yourself, and do not let any of those other places, people, or things project inward. You have to completely project outwards. No matter what you are or what you do, you are right. There is no way that the things that you do are horrible. You
Gorgeous.
have to do it.
Gorgeous.
Mr. Leslie,
I love that.
I have to go, but I want to leave you with a joke, if I may.
Please. I love jokes.
Okay. So a man walks, he's going up to his house. He walks into his house, okay? He walks up to his house. He goes in the front door. He finds his wife sitting at the table drinking a very large glass of liquid. And he says, "Hey, honey, how you doing today?" And she says, "I'm doing wonderful, honey. My mother-in-law stopped by today." And he looks at her and he says, your mother-in-law, that's just my mother. Why would you phrase it like that? That's just my mom. And what are you drinking, by the way? And she looks at him and says, "A retard's piss."
Now, that is a joke from... I didn't understand that. Not one bit. I don't get jokes, though. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't often get them. More often, I do not understand them, and I'm unable to participate in the collective joy. And someone's drinking the piss of a mental retard that sounds like a funny situation. Maybe I'm trying too hard. I'm not sure. Sidewalk Enforcer, my wing is massive, and I'll project outwards for the program. Namaste, Sidewalk Enforcer. We're definitely going to need people like you on the team in the coming months, as the compound eventually will be stormed by the FBI, by the ATF. They will resent the light, and we will need people with massive cocks just like you on the front line. Namaste. Ababox hitting us with that prime. Bless you, namaste to you. Resubbing for the 4th month in a row. You old son of a bitch. Namaste, guys. Shout out, Ababox, please. Let's do a quick shout out for Ababox. Fantastic streamer. Only competitive media share on Twitch.tv. It's very fun, extremely fun. I had the luck of participating in it just a couple weeks ago. Me and Ababox lined up, touched penises digitally, and enjoyed a competitive media share. It was very fun. Also, I want to welcome the Raiders. I noticed it too late. I don't apologize. I'll never apologize to you. But I will thank you for your patience in waiting for the acknowledgement. Namaste. Angry Scar, bless you, and namaste. When are we doing it? Is that next week? Yeah. I have the honor to be included on Angry Scar's stream next Tuesday evening. Namaste to you, Raiders. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the program. And Angry Scar, if you could just let me know what kind of vibe we're kind of dealing with right now, what kind of vibe you've given us, what kind of energy has been kind of thrust into the womb of our program. I just need to know. Sometimes, because I feel like for the first time in a long time, Hold Space for My Tribe rated a couple a couple minutes ago, and he was honest. A lot of streamers aren't honest. He said straight up, he said the viewers were not happy with my stream. They were not happy with the product of the stream. They didn't enjoy their time. They wish they could get their time back, essentially, is what he communicated to me, and I appreciated that. Because sometimes it can't go good, and you gotta put these knuckleheads somewhere. Might as well bring them here. And Lord knows I can handle it. Lord knows the program can handle it. Namaste. What use for smoke weed, bro? Namaste to you. Welcome to the program formally. Bless you. Windbag rating. Namaste, Windbag. Angry Scars vibe is a bit like the show topic. Lots of autism, lots of goofs, lots of gaffes. No apologies. Night Year. Namaste. Bless you, Night Year. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we were also rated by Windbag, one of the premier showmen on Twitch.tv. Again, much like the other streamers I have shouted out, if you're not following Windbag and you're titillated by the program here at Explorations, I can't underscore how badly you are absolutely shooting the tip of your penis off by not following the Windbag. Namaste. Go over there, smash it, smash the stuff between your fingers. Namaste, bless you. Tug on it and smash it, tug on it, whisper on it, look at it in the eyes, smile at it, frown at it, smile at it, frown at it, look it, smash it, look it, bop it, smash it, twist it, jerk it, smash it, fuck, and that's it. That was the whole. I had to keep pulling on the thread because there was a thread to be pulled on. I don't always get to choose exactly what I'm channeling from the universe to give to you in Explorations, but that is an example of sometimes the universe gives me things to give to you that don't make any apparent immediate sense. Sometimes it is the wind, it doesn't always speak English. The breeze doesn't always speak, you always know how to do long division. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the words come to me in a fashion of disarray. Namaste. 708-240-8953. We're talking about how the mentally ill are weak tonight on Explorations. Now, don't get it. Everyone's, I'm going to be honest. Everyone's saying is excited to discuss the mentally retarded. And listen, that's a completely different stream. Different strengths, different weaknesses, worth exploring. Don't get me wrong. We will have a night devoted to the mentally retarded, just not tonight. Tonight, it's about the mentally ill. And right now, what we are seeking to do is relieve our mentally ill brothers and sisters from the yoke of empowerment, from the pressure to heal. We are taking that from them. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to be powerful. You don't have to heal. You can be weak. You can be less than, stupid, inferior, a burden. You can be a burden. Yes, you can. You no longer have to buy into this bullshit. Pardon my French. But you don't have to buy into this nonsense, this multi-level marketing campaign of empowerment of all people. Of all people, the mentally ill should be relieved of this burden, for they are a burden unto themselves and the world around them. Allow yourself to set down the weight of having to be equal or pretend or strive. It won't work. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, I'm Frank.
Frank, it's great to hear from you, Frank. Is this your first time calling the program, Frank?
Yeah.
Well, Frank, it's fantastic to hear from you. Guys, welcome Frank to the program. Everybody welcome Frank to the program. Is this your first time calling, but have you been watching the program for a minute, or did you just find us tonight?
Just found you tonight. Just heard about the system that you've been implementing.
Absolutely. And tell me, how'd you hear about it, Frank? How'd you hear about it?
Just word of mouth.
Word of mouth. It's the best way to hear about something, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I want to send my thanks. I want to extend my genuine thanks to whoever, gave you the gift of explorations tonight. I want to thank them. Can you thank them for me, Frank?
I absolutely will.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, Frank, let's just start with you right now. How are you? How's Frank?
Frank's good, but Frank is also, I am a retard, so I figured maybe it's appropriate to call. And
well, like I said, Frank, we're not talking about the mentally retarded. We're talking about the mentally ill.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Oh, you're mentally ill. Okay. See,
yes,
now, because as the first caller brought up very aptly, we need to make a distinction between the a mental retard and somebody with mental illness. Different strengths, different weaknesses, both a burden. Don't get me wrong, but it's important to savor the nuances and differences therein.
I appreciate that, and I was listening, and I really appreciate that distinction, and I am ill.
Ill. We're talking to somebody that's ill. Talk to me about your illness, Frank.
Well, I'm slow at processing things. I make things awkward. That's basically it.
Do you have a diagnosis, or are you just kind of Wild Westing it right now?
I think the diagnosis is slow.
So you went to the doctor, you went to the psych, and they were just like, you got a slow boy.
I'm a slow boy. I work at a slow pace, they said.
Now, did you have like a weird fever when you were young, or did you eat paint or anything?
No external factors. I think I was just born slow. Born at a slower pace than the rest, yeah.
The universe. And the universe produced you. Communal vision from Mr. Defoe. Caller is a mentally handicapped person, but thinks he's the edgy mentally ill. How cute. So Mr. Defoe kind of just being very aggressive with the first-time caller, and I love to see that kind of stuff. See, Frank.
That is aggressive. I don't want to come off as edgy.
No. Frank, listen to me. Listen, I want you to know about something that we do things here, because I don't know if you spend a lot of time on Twitch.tv, but a lot of communities on here will extol the virtue of getting along, and everybody supports each other here. Oh, what a beautiful community. We all get along. We're all helping each other. We don't do that here. All right? I'll be 100% earnest with you. I incentivize the explorers here to confront, aggress, and to bring conflict out. So listen, I
like conflict.
Huh?
I like conflict. I'm just slow at grasping it.
Okay, well, somebody just called you out. They said you're trying to be edgy. Frank, how does that feel? What would you say? Take as much time as you need.
I like living on the edge, but I wouldn't say I'm edgy per se, if that makes sense.
What's an example of how Frank lives on the edge?
I might baby size my McDonald's meals.
Okay.
Get those extra carbs. I'm not going to work those off.
Do you jack off a lot, Frank?
100%.
Okay. And do you edge? Would you say you edge, or you just get it done, get it over with?
In that respect, I am an edgelord. Yes.
Okay. So we have a lord of the edge in that respect. Yeah. Okay, and I appreciate you being so forthwith tonight, Frank. First-time caller, jumping in the deep end and being honest about your habits, honest about your edging. Love that. Really inspiring stuff tonight, Frank. Now, mentally ill, mentally deficient, maybe you are kind of, on the retarded spectrum. I don't know. Well, do you have any emotional problems? Do you get like mad easy and everybody else tries to calm you down and you can't? Or you have like you kind of just get paranoid or anything like that?
I kind of, I like to kind of contain my emotions. I get mad when I edge sometimes, if anyone else has experienced that.
Oh, so you kind of let out the anger while just like cranking it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
And do you get like what's your life like with your mental, softness? What would you say that it makes your life better or worse?
It's a unique experience.
We got a communal vision from Sidewalk Enforcer. This is for you, Frank. Frank, I'm going to need you to pull it together and put the cocks down. So, saying, multiple cocks in that situation. I don't know if that was deliberate. First reference to multiple cocks in this call, at least. Now,
I do
Frank,
edge multiple cocks.
How many cocks?
Sometimes I'm edging 3 at a time.
Sometimes, but it's not always 3.
Yeah. Could be more.
And another communal vision from 7th Dragon Ball. Excited to read this perspective. Thanks, 7th. Do you edge while your spouse is getting railed or just by yourself? Just by yourself.
Spouse worthy at this. Yeah, no spouse.
Not spouse worthy, you
No.
say. Not spouse worthy.
No.
Okay, interesting. So this lack of a spouse. Now, would you, if you weren't slow, if you weren't handicapped, ill, whatever the word we want to use in this situation, do you see yourself finding a nice young lady or man and settling down?
Although I do live in the slow lane, I'd be receptive to a spouse, but I don't know if she could live on my slow terms.
Well, maybe you could find there's plenty of slow women in this community, so they're out there. Somebody who moves at the same cognitive pace as what you've described.
Well, I'd be excited to meet them if they want a slow man that can edge 3 to 5 people at a time. I'd encourage them to hit me up, hit Frank up.
And overall, from how would you rate your moods? From 1 being very sad to 10 being ecstatic.
Where would cranky lie in that range?
Let's put you at a 2 or 3. Let's give you a 3 because you're a little bit energized. Because you can do something with anger that you can't do with sadness.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
So we got a cranky, chronic masturbator, slow, not worthy of a wife, as you said. And honestly, that honestly, you're the way you describe your life doesn't sound very good.
There could be more. It could be better, Leslie.
I love that. I love the way you phrase that. There could be more. It could be better. I love that. What a perfect, but honestly, as negative as what you've described your life to be tonight, I think that is actually a pretty universal statement. There could be more. It could be better. Because I could see someone like that. Someone in your position, like a chronic masturbator, and what have you. But I can also see a sort of, a persnickety old Jew like Larry Larry, what's his name? Larry David saying something like that. It could be more, it could be better, like it's pretty universal across the board with, I think a lot of people would resonate with what you shared tonight. Communal vision, moist unicorns. There better not be any quote unquote gooning at the compound. Well, I don't know exactly the specific meaning of that term other than just beating off, but what does gooning mean?
What is the distinction between gooning and edging? If someone can expound on that.
Yeah, can someone explain that? Can someone explain that to let's see. Namaste, Yusuf. Bless you and namaste to you. Namaste and blessed be to Yusuf tonight. Gorgeous energy. Gooners use poppers. Edgers are just pro. That sounds like some inside baseball competition between a gooner and an edger, though. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm going to go to Urban Dictionary and read what you just said. That sounds like the way, the Sox hate the Cubs. There better be some goonie-ing at the compound. Goonies never say die. From Nindy New. Okay, well, that's something to think about. Because we are going to die. I think that's kind of that's a sort of hallmark of the program. I don't think we can avoid that. And the Goonies are children.
Some of us die slower than others.
True, 100%. Well, listen, this has been I think this is the kind of call I was looking for, to be completely honest with you, Frank. You're the first caller tonight that has really embodied the spirit of what I wanted to bring to the fore. That the mentally ill, as much as we wish to make ourselves feel better in telling them that they are strong, that they're capable, that it's gonna get better, ultimately what we're doing is making their life worse than it already is, and it's already not good. As you said, there could be more, it could be better. So after this conversation tonight, Frank, how would you say, would you say that it's feeling a little bit lighter on your shoulders, that you're free to just kind of jack off and do your normal stuff in peace without, someone trying to offload a bunch of projected nonsense onto you?
I think so, Leslie. I think so. Yeah, I'm a little less crankier after talking to you. You've enlightened me. Your followers have provided some good comments, and I want to say namaste to everyone.
Namaste. Well, you know what? Don't let anyone tell you that you're strong or that it'll get better. It's very important. I'm going to give you a piece of advice, and second of all, I hope you keep calling. All right. I don't want you to be a stranger. I want you to keep calling the old program, but I think it's going to be important for you to protect your illness, protect your weakness, protect your suffering. Don't let anyone tell you that you are strong, capable, or that it will get better.
I will not.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community tonight before we move on?
Well, I think we'll just leave it as a namaste, everyone.
Namaste, Frank.
Love you, Leslie.
It was a genuine pleasure to speak to you tonight, Frank. Namaste.
All right.
Bless you.
Peace, brother.
Peace, brother. Fantastic call. I'm going to piss. I got to piss. It's pissing time. I can feel it pushing on my bladder. Take this opportunity to focus the mind's eye and sort of really, I want you to, if you're going to chew on one call that we heard tonight, I want you to chew on Frank. I want you to think about Frank, a perfect embodiment of what we speak about tonight, about the mentally ill being weak, really getting at the core of our message and the message of Explorations. The mentally ill are weak. They're not strong. Ill means defective, not as strong, needs help, needs assistance or aid, whether that be medicine or, another person. They're not strong, they're not capable. And again, focus up a little bit. I know there's a lot of we're excited to say retard, and I listen, as much as I love to say retard, I also thematically we're devoting ourselves tonight to the mentally ill, not the mentally retarded. If you feel slighted, if you have, Down syndrome or a head injury and you feel slighted by that, just know we'll give you your night. We'll give you your night on a different night. It's just not tonight. Which you should be used to getting skipped over. But either way, namaste. Please enjoy this screen to focus your energy as we enter the latter half of the program. I'll be right back. Namaste, everyone. Welcome back to the program. Leslie has relieved himself, and I am back and ready for the second half of this program. Blessings to you and yours. We received a resubscription from Chill Out 4204 with the message, "Hi Leslie, thanks for not judging us negatively for whacking off. Let's all masturbate 3 times daily and be proud of it." Now, Chill Out, you know that this is a safe space for that sort of thing. Of course, I would recommend, if you're just getting started jacking off, I'd say get started with 3 times a day. For some reason, the basement is broken. I don't know why. It's a Sammy problem. It's not an OBS problem. It's not a Twitch problem. It's a goddamn Sammy problem. Don't even know why. If you want your channel points back, you can ask a mod. Namaste. Now listen, if you're thinking about masturbating and really taking it seriously, I would recommend at the very least, I'd say 3 for a week before you pump that up. 3 times a day for every day for a week. Then if we're talking like invalid levels of jacking off, I would say you need to take yourself over to 4 times a week by the second week, or else you're wasting your fucking time. If you're not going to take it seriously, don't even jack off. If you do, though, want to access that next level and really push yourself, if you're really looking to utilize how masturbation could be such a clarifying spiritual tool, especially within the context of this program, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, if that sounds good to you, you need to get those numbers up. Chill out. I mean this with all respect. You need to be jacking off more than that, and I will encourage you to do that. I will not only just I won't just not judge you. Nindy knew, how long do I jack off each time? Now that's really the 100. That's the $100 question. Nindy knew. That could be anywhere from 30 seconds to honestly like 3 hours. It kind of just depends on how many times you're jacking off that day, what you're trying to accomplish, how tired is your penis and balls, and pelvic floor muscles. I think there's a million paths up the mountain of this one, so to speak. Maybe it is. Let's see here. Is it a button problem? Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna click on an embedded scene for a moment. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can fix button text. One moment. Oh, maybe it is an OBS problem. Okay, whatever. Nindy knew. I would say, well, you've been around for a minute, so Nindy knew. I would say, because sometimes you do low reps, high weight. Sometimes you do high reps, low weight. Sometimes you do body weight. Sometimes you do aerobic. Sometimes you do high interval. Sometimes you do steady state cardio. There's a million ways to handle that question. And I can put together a personal program for you if you want, Nindy New. A personal jack off program. Nindy New just cheered 100 bits. Namaste. Nindy New shares, what do I think about each time? Does it have to be your mom? That's funny. Now, Nindy New is a rascal. Nindy New is one of the biggest rascals in this whole community, and I appreciate that, and I cherish that energy. Thank you so much, Nindy New. Thinking about my mom. Yes, I would say I would push yourself if you're, that's if you're, basically Navy SEAL training, so to speak. Thinking about my mom's fetid breasts. Namaste and turgid lips. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Namaste. It's Genomatic.
Genomatic, calling back. So glad to hear from you, Jen. How you doing tonight?
Oh my God. Total huge thing. Sebastian, you need to be quiet. Okay, so we're 44 years old. I need you to follow this, all right?
All right.
And I'm definitely wearing a tutu.
Combined or like you mean
No.
you?
Oh, yeah, both of us. We were born, like, right at the, like, practically the same day. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. 44.
Okay.
I'm talking 44.
Yep. Guess what? Okay, also, I'm wearing a totally cool tutu. You know, you walk around in a tutu.
Sure.
Don't go to the hospital because you have a blood infection. You're just like, fuck the hospital. I'll wear a tutu and I will nap for the rest of my
Right.
life. And then your friend says, I'm gay. And I'm like, I got him finally after 30 fucking years. This bitch is gay. He's fucking gay. He's gay. He's sitting on the couch. I don't know. It looks pretty gay as it has. He's ruined my fucking life. And today's the day.
By being gay? Or like, were you hoping that he wasn't gay?
By not saying it. He never said it. Tonight's the night. And like, I'm wearing a tutu that you bought me from Target, and now you're finally going to say you're fucking gay? I literally have fought with my hands, too. I had to do it with my hands. I was like, nah, he's not. But I knew. I mean, duh. I had to fight people. I'm a little girl. We got him. The program fucking works.
Namaste, Jen. Absolutely.
Namaste.
And I think this call is absolute proof positive that the program works.
Oh my God.
Put the program to work, and it will work for you.
It works, man.
Now, your tutu, you've got a gay friend.
It's cool.
And,
Sebastian, say it. Say it. One time to the program. Say it. Say it out loud. 30 years, I deserve this. Say it. Fucking just talk. Say I'm gay. Please, goddamn, please. No, just say it, please. The program works. Say it. No, nobody wants to talk to you. I am tired of you. Just say the program works. You're gay. Say it.
For 30 years, she's put up with me as a best friend. And I've been hiding the secret. And, like, she didn't know. So tonight I told her I came from the Target. And I was like,
I'm fucking gay.
I'm gay.
And he gave me a dress. And I was like, I don't know.
Question for you, Jen, from the community. From Nindy New says, can your hostage stop interrupting you, Jen?
My hostage.
All right, now this is exciting. So is Sebastian fully out of the closet, as they say? Is this a celebratory evening?
Bro, it seems like, hold on, let me ask, hold on. Sebs, are you fully out of the closet? He was actually just asking me before I called you. He's like, I don't even know how to have sex with Ben. I was like, me too. And like, we were trying to talk about it, but then I was like, oh my God, Leslie. Okay, he said, the easy part about me being gay is I don't have to really tell anybody. They already knew. But he doesn't know how to tell them. This is real, dude. This is actually real. The program works. It's fucking happening.
You know, just a couple days ago, we were speaking to Sebastian, and just to get all the chat up to speed on the situation, just the other day, we spoke to Sebastian for the first time. And on the phone, Sebastian shared with us, and this was honestly in a very short amount of time because he was terminated on his call. But
he was.
He shared shared that he was not gay. He was very metrosexual, and it was such a treat to hear that word. Seventh Dragon Ball, did all of this happen before or after ingesting copious amount of Xanax and Mad Dog 50/50?
Nobody does Mad Dog. What is that? Beer?
Mad Dog is like that colorful malt
What is that? What
like
gays
Orange
drink?
Jubilee and
Orange Jubilee said.
you know what I'm talking about? It's like
Wait.
$3 in a big glass bottle.
Okay, hold on. Were you drinking Mad Dog? He said he dressed up as Mad Dog in 2020. You know what? I'm finding out new things too. Okay, this is a journey. This is
Listen,
how we work.
I want to get everybody up to speed on your situation, though, Jen. Hold on just one moment.
Gay, finally, dude. It
Hold
took
on
30
1 second.
years.
Listen,
The
I
fucking
want everyone to
journey.
share in this joy with you. I need to get everybody to speed, okay?
I'm so excited. Yes.
Okay. So listen, just a couple days ago, in case you weren't with us on Tuesday night, Jenna Maddock, committed explorer, also a member of the community of Devoted Light.
Absolutely.
And very proud of her for that. But also, committed explorer nonetheless. Who introduced us to her best friend, Sebastian, the other evening. And Sebastian told us mainly two things. One, alcoholic. Two, metrosexual. Then was terminated by a member of our community.
Terminated.
So what we're hearing
Fucking Larry.
tonight... What we're hearing tonight is this metrosexuality was actually homosexuality.
Stop being so excited.
Now, can I ask Sebastian a question? Can you put Sebastian on for me?
Okay. He's like, can you please stop being so excited about it? Which I'm literally like clicking my toes. I thank God for this. I will put Sebastian on, okay?
Okay.
Oh my God, this is a good night. Well, nobody wants you to hold anything. You don't even know how to hold it yet. All right, go ahead. Go. You're talking to Leslie.
I know.
Leslie Tanner. Speak faster.
So, Leslie.
I'm gay.
Sebastian. Ninja, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. Hold on. I got to speak to Sebastian. Is Sebastian on?
I know. No, just put one on your cheek.
All right,
That's the
listen.
one.
Why don't you shut up?
Go ahead.
Sebastian.
Let me talk to Leslie.
Listen, you got a road ahead of you, it sounds like, and it sounds very exciting. It sounds, very nerve-wracking, but also very exciting of self-discovery, and I couldn't be prouder of you. I want to say that first and foremost.
Talk to him.
Thanks.
He needs that. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Leslie.
Yeah.
I am. I'm genuinely
Yeah, you made me
proud
cry.
of what you've, especially at the age of, are you 44?
Yeah, 44.
Yeah, no one gives a
And
shit
4
about
days
44-year-olds. So, like, you having to, live, discover and push yourself and continue to become something at an age when there's nobody waiting to put a titty in your mouth. Especially not now. Especially not now. No one's trying to put a titty in your mouth. But especially at this point, kudos to you, Mr. Defo, Communal Vision. One moment, Sebastian. Actually, question for you, Sebastian, from Mr. Defo. Sebastian, you're gay now. You don't have to put up with Jenna Maddock's abuse anymore.
That's a good question.
So,
Right.
and I've got one more question for you, because just the other night, Sebastian.
Do you hear this? Do you hear
I
her
do.
though?
It sounds.
Well, who can't?
She's
The
excited.
entire zip code didn't hear it.
Okay, Sebastian. Now, question
Please
for
talk
you,
to her,
and I
right?
want you to explore this as kind of like the last thing we'll do in our call tonight. Tell me, the other night you identified as a metrosexual. Earlier this evening, you shared with Jenna Maddock that you were a homosexual. Now, in the year 2024 of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, do you think there's room out there for a homosexual metrosexual, or do you think that you just can't be both?
Good question. Think about it. Metrosexual, homosexual. Are you prepared for that?
Well, you know what? Here's the, Leslie. Like, I find men attractive.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
But I'm only used to having relations with women.
Right.
But like, I look at a guy and I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
So
we're going all deep?
But I'm just tired of trying to be too masculine because I can't.
Don't worry.
It's just,
yeah, you weren't nailing it, man.
and yeah, Sabrina told me, she was like, you didn't nail it.
So you're tired of forcing the masculinity thing. You don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You're ready to pump the brakes on that.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
So can you be? Would you consider Sebastian? Do you consider yourself to still claim? Do you still claim metrosexuality, even though you have leaked? You're beginning to leak out in the world that you're homosexual. Would you still consider yourself a metrosexual? Oh, wow. So we're abandoning the metrosexuality. And final question from the community. Sebastian, did Jen turn you gay?
No.
Well, that could have been easy because she's not very attractive.
Sebastian, you dirty dog. I love that. Low blows at the end of the call. That's a good note to end. Listen, Sebastian, again, I want to say congratulations on the misery of becoming.
She did not
especially,
turn me gay.
Huh?
Tonight.
She did not turn me gay.
Yeah, not turning. So it wasn't the negativity of her breast, it was the positivity of.
Say namaste.
No.
Say it.
Congratulations, Sebastian. Namaste to you. Good, and keep us updated on the sojourn that you are now embarked upon.
Leslie, may I call back so I can have my own call?
We'll see. I don't know.
Feel like I might need a call.
Okay. Well, we'll see. You try give a call back. We'll see if the line's busy.
All right. God bless you, Sebastian. You're good.
Namaste. Someone call. 708-240-8953. That may have been a hostage situation, says Moisty Unicorns. That may have been a hostage situation. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Skevin.
Skevin, good to hear from you, Skevin. How you doing tonight?
I'm okay, I guess.
Sounds good. You sound a little shaky tonight, Skevin. You under the weather or anything like that?
I've been through a lot since our last discussion. I know we talked about my job and being unfulfilling, and the possibility of going full retard. And I have to say to everybody here, do not ever go full retard, ever.
Well, that's not a very positive message for our the mentally retarded explorers out there who have no choice but to be and go full retard every day of their lives.
Well, okay, so what I'm saying is, once you have a taste of being a regular individual and you go full retard, it's kind of like shooting up heroin. When you first start doing it, right, you get that taste of, I can ride on the train and just shit my pants, or I can just masturbate in the middle of Walmart, and it's completely okay. But
I want to go to that Walmart.
Yeah, but
what Walmart is there? Because they jump at this Walmart. They'll take a little bit more time if you are masturbating with a cognitive disorder, but if you they still stop you. But I don't know if you could just kind of direct message me with the, I don't know, maybe a zip code for that Walmart, I'd really appreciate it. Mr. Devo with a communal vision. Caller, nothing is stopping you from doing these things except your own fears and limitation.
Well, it's not that I have a fear of it, right? Once you get that taste, right, it's harder to go back. Like I said, it's like heroin. And so once you get that first hit, if you're like, hey, you know, I need to make money now or something, it's hard to go back. Like it was, once I went full retard, it was hard to go back. And so I'm just calling to say that, you know, I mean, I got a taste of what it's like, and I mean, it's a crazy train ride.
Now, and what's stopping you, though? Truly, what's stopping you?
I don't know. I still got these little shit kids running around the house, and I do have my spouse and stuff and everything, you know. As much as I like to go and, you know, sit in the parking lot of, you know, the home goods store and just, you know, masturbate to all the people that are walking by me in my car, you know, eyeing them intensely as they're going by. You know, oh God, you know, it's those kinds of things that, you know, I can't necessarily do that if I have, you know, cognitive brain function.
Okay, so where the Easter of Worlds, I'm not exactly sure. You'll have to bring your own to this exploration if you want to eat chicken wings. You don't have to share them, but you have to bring your own. Now, to answer your question, I do think Defo was onto something in his call, though. It sounds like you got a taste of the full expression of your humanity. And of course, that is why we're focused on the mentally retarded, and I wish we could focus up on the mentally ill guys. I really do. But to answer your question, Skevin, because we did discuss this at length in previous calls, the reason we admire and look up to the mentally retarded is because it's a fuller expression of humanity, a more honest expression of humanity. Sidewalk Enforcer, oh God, I swear I heard him masturbating just now on the phone. Is that true?
No. I'm not actively doing that over the phone. I'm edging. So it's kind of like I'm just riding the line. So there's no like active, you know, it's just only when it's needed to keep me on edge.
Well, listen, I think this is what I think. I think you are scared. I think you got a taste, you got a glimpse of who you are truly, like in the depth and breadth of your own humanity. You tasted it, and you realize what the cost of that is. You realize the value of not going fully there. You realize that you, regardless of your intentions, of your stated desires, that truly underneath wanting to go full retard is an absolute terror of acknowledging your inner retardedness.
Yeah.
And I think there's something important there. I think, and what you have found right now is exactly what we look for. It's between these two places that we must navigate. We must acknowledge that tension between these two desires, and we must refuse the impulse to attempt to resolve the tension, because it is not. Would you say that you're more a father of three or a retarded guy?
Oh man, that one's well, I don't know. I do.
Exactly.
That's a hard one.
Exactly. A confluence of both and neither at the same time in perpetuity. Irresolvable. Irreducible. You are this grayness, this activity. You are this fourth dimension of retarded father. Now, this is an invaluable discovery. Many people I have worked with in the past have worked for years and years to never attain that which you have found for yourself this past week. We have a psychic emergency coming from Nindy New. One moment.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Nindinu to issue a psychic emergency. You need to masturbate at least 3 times a day for 2 weeks. for a minimum of 30 seconds to 3 hours. Reminder cheer 300. Repeat. You need to masturbate at least 3 times a day for 2 weeks, for a minimum of 30 seconds to 3 hours. Reminder cheer 300. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Thank you so much, Nindy New. I really appreciate that. Also, Mr. Dangus for hitting us with that subscription. Namaste to you, Mr. Dangus, for the 13th month in a row. A committed explorer he is, and I welcome you and I cherish you. And extremely generous of you. Bless you tonight, Mr. Dangus. Now, Skevin.
Yeah.
You've done a lot this week, and I think it's important to allow the lesson that you have uncovered for yourself. I think it's important to honor it, respect it, and give it space to breathe in your mind. So right now, I know you want to resolve this, but I want you to sit with it for as much as you can, stilly, quietly, with this cacophony that you found inside of you.
I do want to, what I have been doing with my journey so far, being full retard, is I have been carrying a notebook with me. Obviously, it's pretty sticky, but I write down all of my experiences and what my journey is and what I've gone through, so that I can pass this down to my kids. Because if I can be successful being full retard, then I know that they can too.
I mean, I wouldn't say you're successful, right?
Well,
Magnetic
I'm
Llama
successful
subbing
being
with Prime. Namaste to you, Magnetic Llama. Bless you. Thank you. But yeah, I wouldn't say you were successful, right? You had to pull back.
Well, I'm saying that it was too good, right? That's why I had to pull back. I mean, what better feeling do you have than being able to just, shit your pants in a I don't know, in frickin' Walmart, whatever store you're going to talk about.
Right. Listen, I think you need to humble yourself before, because Cherish pointed out. Cherish just said too confident there, man. And I wouldn't necessarily phrase it like that, but I do think there is a degree of humility, because if you keep saying full retard, if you went full retard now, you would ruin your life as a father, as a husband, and you pulled it back a little bit. And I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do either. There's no honor in either decision. Doofus Dusseldorf has a question for you, though. 1 or 2 tubs, Skevin?
I'm not familiar. Tubs?
Yeah, bathtubs. How many tubs do you have?
In the house? 3.
3. Wow, flex. Very cool. No, so we have a thing here, Skevin. This is as a little side tangent for our conversation. We have a system here. It's very difficult to decide whether we are successful or not in life, right? There's a constant moving goalpost inside and outside of us. Very difficult to tell whether we have had a successful life or not. So what I've done in this program is made it as simple as possible. And a communal vision, before I say what the thing is, a communal vision from Nindy New, a 55-gallon drum with acid is not a tub. And that's just a little note. We did have a disqualifying situation with Nindy New a couple weeks ago. He tried to submit this tub with acid as a tub, and it didn't work out. So just note for everyone. So anyway, the point being that I'm trying to get across right now, communal vision again from Phil Z this time. 2 of those tubs are filled with pee-soaked adult diapers. Now, Phil Z, is Phil Z on the money here?
No, but from what I've noticed, I do think that Phil Z, I think he's pretty well versed in the usage of adult diapers, right? I mean,
I would bet on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say, yeah. I noticed when people drink too much, they end up pissing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I want my children to be successful, right? And
right.
if I'm able to use this to be able to milk more money from the government, That's just more that I can use to further my journey in being retarded.
Well, that's okay. Now, Skevin, I'm gonna finish my other point. I'm gonna wrap these 2 points up, and I want you to just think about it. Okay? You don't have to understand it yet. But Moist Unicorn says Phil Z is the prime example of the R word. So we've got a prime, like a sort of alpha prime situation with Phil Z. It sounds like. We tried to talk about mentally ill, and everyone just started saying retarded. They're not the same. They're not the same. Now, okay, so 2 points, Skevin. One, I want you to sit with your initial advice. Because when you first called in, you said never go full retard. And I want you to sit with the fear that I heard in your voice when you shared that with us. Because now that we've gotten into it, you're calling it a success. That this full retard was successful. But really, you've had to pull back from it. You've gone only part retard. You'd be full retard right now if you went full retard. So I want you to sit with this. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to understand it. I just want you to remember what I'm saying and just kind of let it marinate for a couple days, okay?
All right.
Okay. Secondly, this two-tub situation. I want to finish this. So it's an easy dichotomy. If you have one or fewer tubs in your home, be it an apartment, a rental, a shelter or something, or a house. If you have one or fewer tubs, you are unsuccessful, a piece of shit, garbage, degenerate. You shouldn't even be able to vote. Now, if you've got two or more tubs in your home, then you're basically a Babylonian sultan in my book. You're good, you're strong, you're positive, you're smart, you're charismatic. You should be the only ones who vote. So when you said 3 tubs, that means something here. Doesn't it, guys? Doesn't that mean something? 3 tubs really means, that's like one of the most ultimate flexes you could have.
Does that mean I'm a smart retard then?
No, not necessarily at all. I know a lot of people that are not smart that have that are successful.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots.
That's a lot to take in. I'm definitely going to have to sit with that.
Yeah, I want you to just, again, don't put pressure on yourself to understand. Don't put pressure on yourself to agree with me. I just want you to sit and marinate with this over the weekend, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to share with the community before we move on tonight?
Yeah. I didn't get to say this on my last call, and I'm sorry I didn't say this on the last call, but fuck Toaster. Namaste.
Fuck Toaster. Namaste. Well, namaste to you. You have a wonderful night, Skevin.
You too. Namaste.
Namaste. I only have 2 tubs. Well, Mr. Dengus, that means you have a 2-tub lifestyle. That's the line in the sand. If you have 1 or fewer tubs, it's over before it started. If you have 2 or more, you should be an astronaut, a politician. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Binky Burns.
Your name is Beekeeper. It's good to speak with you, Beekeeper. How are you tonight?
No, sorry, Binky Burns.
Binky Burn?
Burns.
Like burn, like you touched fire?
Yes.
Binky Burn. Was this your first time calling tonight, Binky?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, that's very exciting. Can everybody welcome Binky to the program? Namaste to you. Is this your first time watching the program as well, in addition to calling, or have you been watching for a little bit?
Long-time watcher.
Long-time watcher. Good. I love that. I love to hear that. And how has the program been working in your life, Binky?
Spectacular.
Really? Can you give us some examples? In what ways have you noticed your life transform since putting this program into place in your life?
Well, you may recognize me from the popular cartoon show.
I would kill political
Arthur.
officials to achieve this end.
1 second. I'm going to do a quote real fast. You hold on to that, okay? Hold on to that, whatever that thought was. This is for J-Lar.
I believe it was Stephen Hawking who famously posed the question of whether a penis could be so big it could have sex with its own ass.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Binky.
I was just going to say, you and your followers might recognize me from the popular cartoon show Arthur. I'm his bully.
Are you pranking me right now?
Absolutely not. I would not dare.
Okay, one second. We have another
There's
quote.
no penis in the world small enough to justify rape of any kind, in my opinion, as a therapist.
Take me into that. Take me into your experience as a cartoonish fictional character.
It's like many actors. It's a hard lifestyle, and you, when you're a voice actor, you don't get the recognition, but you get you experience the fame. Especially, yeah.
I don't think you're very famous, and it's not like nobody really gives a shit about Arthur anymore.
I would like to respectfully disagree.
When was the last time you got a free drink or fucked because you were in Arthur?
You go to the bars and drop the name Binky Barnes, you're gonna get fucked.
I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that anybody's fucking you. You have a penis, right?
Look at Binky Barnes. Imagine the penis Binky Barnes has.
I would say probably a weird little dick, in my opinion.
It's a hammer. It's a hammer.
Well, I just don't believe that. Listen, if you're going out saying I was an Arthur trying to score strange pussy, I think that's. I think we need to have a discussion about that because that's. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, but it's pathetic. And to talk about the fame like that, I think is sort of delusional.
Well, you brought up the fame, first of all. I didn't want to bring up the fame.
Well, anyway, so are you mentally ill, Binky? I want to take you to task. Actually, we have a psychic emergency. Hold on one second.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Mr. Defo 41 by 9 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 arguing with the guru is a sign of mental illness. Repeat. Cheer 300 arguing with the guru is a sign of mental illness. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Now, Binky, I don't necessarily have a problem with you. I think that you could have a lot to offer the program, but for you to call and just kind of in sort of just boast about how
I don't want
famous
to
you
boast.
are.
I don't want to boast. I apologize.
Well, it sounds like you do want to boast. It seems as so far that's been the point of your call tonight.
Look, I'm
looking.
What?
Are you crying? All right. Started crying and hung up. Well, namaste to you. Good luck. I'm sorry. If you're going to stray that far off topic, then I'm sorry. You're not going to just sit there and boast about how you're getting your dick sucked because you're on Arthur. Caller, welcome to Explorations. 1 second.
The post office should have a hangout area. Yep. I would kill political officials to achieve this end.
All right, I'm going to do one more for you, Civic, because I appreciate your energy and I appreciate your Thank you so much, VJP Cat, and also Nindy New for the message of strength in my trying hour. And here's another quote for Civic.
I would be such a strong and resilient handicapped person, but sadly, I may go my whole life without anyone ever knowing that about me.
And again, I hope, I know that changed some lives out there. Hopefully, Civic, that got you to where you need to be. Now, caller, go ahead. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Glue.
Glue, it's great to hear from you, Glue. How are you?
Oh, man, it's been an adventure. I'm so glad we've gotten through.
Absolutely. Wow. I know. It's good to hear. It's been a minute since we've heard from you, Glue.
Yeah, it's been like a month.
I know. Well, namaste.
Like
I am your me keeps hitting me with single bits. Namaste to you. Bless you. I really appreciate the single bits. Namaste. Appreciate every single one of those. Don't you go ahead thinking that I don't. Don't you think I don't? Glue, though, I want to talk to you. Now, it's been a trial to get in tonight. I would imagine that you have a message, a question, something to share with me and the community sort of lodged up inside of you. Can you share that with us tonight?
Oh, man, I'm just excited about, the theme, and also, hey to BJP at Civic and all the awesome peeps in chat. Yeah.
They appreciate that, most certainly.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so damn, it's been an adventure. It's been a minute. And
so it has.
I'm excited to say that I've had a lot of mental illness and taken all sorts of meds and stuff, but the fucking program, some sips of gasoline have absolutely cured me.
Sips of gasoline. Now, you shared with us earlier tonight, Glue, that between the gasoline and just putting the 4 tenets of the program into place in your life has actually allowed you to, have you reduced your meds or just completely knocked them out?
Replaced, I used to go to doctors for meds and,
right. You don't need to anymore, do you?
I don't need to, I go elsewhere. Yeah.
Now, take me into your experience with mental illness. Now, the theme tonight, as you have seen on the screen a couple times, that the mentally ill are weak. Now, when I say those words to you, what kind of feelings flood your heart or thoughts flood your mind?
The feeling of vindication to hear something so true. Just wow, you were speaking. Was it truth to power? Is that the phrase?
Yeah, I'm speaking truth to power. And is it kind of funny that Glue, there'd be such a powerful, resonant message, let alone to centers of power, in telling them that, yes, mentally ill are weak. Can you explain? Can you explore that for me? Why is that such a powerful message, especially to challenge power centers as they exist in this world?
I don't know.
No, what does it feel? What does it feel like to hear that you are weak?
Well, not anymore. I guess,
Well, now that it's cured.
Right.
To your, yes, absolutely, because through the majesty of this program and your diligence, your commitment therein, we have freed you. We've freed you from mental illness.
Yeah, I never talked about stuff like sausage soup and whatnot with therapists.
Yeah,
they never wanted to address that.
Uh-huh.
They want to talk about some other shit. And I'm just like, finally in the program, I was able to get that kind of stuff out. And there's like this, this was like, that was, definitely like one of the deep down, like repressed things that, was causing all my problems. And
J-Lar hitting us with that prime sub. Namaste to you, J-Lar Gaming. Bless you, and namaste to you, J-Lar. I cherish you third month in a row on that, and I really am thankful. I really am extremely generous of you. Bless you. And repressed, you said. Repressed, you said.
Right, because I didn't. It's like it was like on the surface, like I remembered it, but yet it wasn't until like you were like, "That's wrong." When making you eat that fucking awful thing was traumatizing, and I was like, I had to just kind of stew on that, and I was like, "You're right." And then once I had that realization, I was so much further along towards freeing myself from all that.
Yes. I love that. I love to hear things exactly like this. And this isn't the first time I've heard this from an explorer, nor will it be the last, but I want to tell you, Glue, that there's something special about what you're sharing with me in the community tonight. This message of genuine freedom. Of genuine, genuine healing.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it with a bit of gasoline, with the program,
exactly,
with a bit of cocaine.
Now, see,
you can free yourself.
A lot of morons will come into this program, they'll wander in, they'll be like, what's going on? This place is terrible. The things that you're telling people to do are terrible, and they're going to hurt or maybe even kill people. I get that a lot. But the thing is, it's the opposite. The thing is, if they really listen and put the program to work, like you just said, what they will find is a period of thriving that they have yet to even experience in their lives until the program. Now, another thing about that, Glue, when they level this charge against me, this charge that you're probably responsible for innumerable deaths, Leslie. Innumerable deaths. How many people that have died from mental illness, how many of those people ever heard it gets better? How many?
I'm sure they have, but, proof positive, I'm alive, so...
Well, but it means something specific here, though. I mean, we're speaking with an implied understanding of what we mean by these words. Outside of this program, it's a very different situation.
Yeah.
Like the reason tonight we're discussing the mentally ill being week is because as soon as you step foot outside of this program, we are inundated with propaganda about the opposite. How strong and brave the mentally ill are. Perverts.
Right. Are they brave enough to sip gas? No. They probably think that's a dumb idea. And they're wrong.
Yeah, Glue. I think, Glue, it's become so... The program has become so natural to you that it's hard to see outside of what it was like before, I think, to an extent. And I really appreciate you offering so much of that, of yourself tonight. You've really shown. You're really a really special testimonial here. I put your testimonial up against, Dick Root, Dave with the dead wife. I put him, you, JJ, who tried to. I don't know. He didn't suck his own dick, but he tried. And a handful of others. A top tier testimonial, proof positive of the program. So I want to thank you for sharing that with us tonight.
Oh man, I am honored, and wow.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be in front of somebody who's accomplished so much in such a relatively short period of time, Glue. I thank you for being so forthwith of yourself. Is there anything else before we move on tonight? Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community of probably 70 or 80,000 people watching right now?
Right.
Right.
First of all, no, thank you. Thank you, Leslie. And thank the program. The program works. The program works, everybody.
The program.
Believe in it. He will fix you. He will fix your mental illness. All right.
Namaste.
Namaste, Leslie.
Gorgeous way to put a bow on that, Glue. I really appreciate your energy tonight.
All right. Good night, Leslie.
Namaste, Glue. Wow, it has been a minute since we've gotten to speak to Glue, and such a treat it was to catch up. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
My name is Jay.
Jay, welcome. You've called before, Jay, right?
I've called a few times before.
You sound familiar. Jay, well, welcome back to the program. Jay, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great because the program has helped me so much. And specifically with the theme tonight, I have been told so long in my life that I am mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can see myself as I truly am because of the program.
Jay, I love that. I love that. You've been told your whole life you're mentally ill. What kind of mental illness are we talking about?
I mean, depression, anxiety, existential dread. Ever since I was like 13, it's a fallacy. It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And the program has helped me see myself for who I truly am.
Which is what?
I see myself as someone who is beyond that kind of language. I see myself as someone who is just a human being trying to improve my life for the better.
Really? That's what you got from what I said?
No, that's bullshit. That's what I would say if I was on Oprah right now.
Exactly. Because Oprah's going to love that. Oprah has a community based on lies. A bunch of perverts lying to themselves.
And it is a lie.
It is.
It is such a lie. And I don't try to lie to myself anymore. I try to see the truth.
And what's that truth for you right now?
Right now, it is to embrace shittiness. Embrace the negativity.
I think you're onto something there. I think you're onto something there, Jay. Now, mentally ill, how does it feel to hear that as a mentally ill person, you are not strong? You are actually weak. How does that feel to hear?
It doesn't feel good when I hear it from those people. But when I have embraced the negativity and the mental illness, it's better.
It's better.
Specifically, I mean, I just want to be myself. I don't want to hear somebody tell me that things get better. I don't want to know that, because that's what I hear. Through all the struggles, it's like, oh, things will get better. Just hold on. And it's like, no, that's a lie.
And not only does that for that sort of attitude, that sentiment that is based on, not only does it harm the person that you're saying it to, but it's also very self-serving, a selfish thing to do. It protects you from the reality of them. It protects you from the reality that it doesn't get better, and you might very well be speaking to a person for whom it will not get better. Have you ever gone to a children's museum and see those skinny, weird little kids with leukemia and stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go there.
I mean, people.
Yes. Phil Z with the communal vision. Don't you know things will change, things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Phil Z kind of, if I didn't know Phil Z, I'd say you're missing the point, but I know Phil, and I know he's playing a little game. He's saying the opposite, having a little bit of fun over there, a little hijinks, a little shenanigans, a little rascal getting in the trash can. I really appreciate your energy tonight, Phil. Namaste. Now, Jay, I think what you're saying is beautiful. I think what you're sharing is resonance overall. I think this being told here at Explorations that you are weak is you sound lighter, freer, with a little bit more energy. Weirdly enough,
to me, it's more empowering. It's more of an acceptance of my own shittiness. And I think a lot of people need to work on that and themselves, and they need to get into the program to accept those negative thoughts about themselves.
100%. 100%. I can only when I see a world that needs this message. When I look at Oprah, we brought up Oprah before. I think that program is based on such a thick, fetid bed of rotten, disgusting lies that she propagates. She's become a millionaire by emboldening people to lie to themselves and each other. I'm looking at an incestuous den of cannibals selling Mary Kay back and forth in perpetuity. And it is disgusting.
And now they're selling Norwex to each other. I know, because it's happening in my own family.
Oh, what is that?
It's the same shit.
What is that shit you just said?
Norwex is like a fucking soap brand. It's so stupid. And yet people will be like, oh, I'm going to buy this from you because I care about you as a person, but it's a lie. It's all a lie.
They care for them.
People just want to be lied to.
At the same time, they yearn, they cry, they reach out for something real, someone to tell them that what they know is real. And that's why tonight we discuss the mentally ill or weak people.
Absolutely.
And you are a great example of that. Now, what's your diagnosis as we wrap things up here? What's your full diagnosis? I can give you one.
I want to hear what you have to say about it.
Have you ever depression, anxiety? Is that part of it?
Absolutely. Okay. I've heard that for so many years now.
Okay. What are your hobbies?
I like birds. I like to go to the usually right now recently I've been going to the woods. No, I go by myself and I just watch birds.
Autism. That's one. Were you abused as a child?
I mean, my dad beat the shit out of me, and he told me that it was, supposed to be about discipline and learning about, being an adult. But that was bullshit.
And is this so the self-hatred and self-harm, is it go inward or outward?
It goes inward. It has always gone inward, ever since I can remember.
That's good. That's good. So listen, you sound depressed, maybe autistic, and do you do any weird shit with your skin or like that? Do you do any weird obsessive shit with you bite your fingernails and the tips of your fingers, or organize your shoes?
I don't wear shoes. I hate shoes, but I do get tattoos, and I have a problem with biting my nails.
Okay, so listen,
Always
maybe
have.
Yeah, maybe some obsessive tendencies. Maybe but this could. It sounds solidly depression, anxiety, and most likely autistic. You into anime and stuff?
Oh yeah, I love anime. I love
Open
Sailor
shut.
Moon.
All right.
I love Neon Genesis Evangelion. All sorts of shit.
Yeah, so this is an open and shut case as far as I'm concerned. Luckily, I can cure all of those things and will do so for you tonight.
I appreciate that. I just want to say how much I have fully embraced the program, and I want to know more and to do better within the program. And if I have one moment, I'd like to ask you, who do you think the Chicago Bears should hire as their new offensive coordinator? That's it. Thank you, Leslie. Bless you. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
Bless you and namaste. New Chicago Bears offensive coordinator. I'd say pick a wild card, like a Jared Fogle. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight? Just a little prank. There's always room for little pranks. I love that. Just a little call, a little bird call. Maybe a little bird called us up. Maybe a little bird wants to do explorations. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Now listen, we ended 2023 on not so high a note, but this is a new year. Okay, and I'm becoming a believer again. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, everyone that is not aware, this is Nindy New. No.
What?
No.
What?
No, this is not.
Wait, see,
I confused
we
you.
say
You sound
we
like another
started off
East
and then
Coast
you
guy.
don't even
You
know
sound
who
like
this
another
is.
East Coast guy. You sound like another East Coast guy. You people sound the fucking same to me.
That's disheartening to say the least. But
Well, I'm not sorry. Maybe pick a more interesting way to speak.
Well, I mean, that's kind of offensive to literally millions upon millions of people, and you're in the middle of the country and you're better than me? No, okay, wait, okay. Wait.
No, I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying I have a more interesting way to speak. Now, the chat has corrected me, and I appreciate... See, the chat picked up on what was going on even before I did, and I appreciate that. A little trust
Because you do have a good community, okay? For not for nothing, but
Right.
I mean, it's one of the good things about you, okay? Is I'm coming back. Everyone has New Year's resolutions, and I'm like, maybe this program really does work, despite everything, you know?
Right. So listen, Angry Mike.
Okay.
As you said, you felt we ended 2023 between us two. We ended it on a sour note, negative note.
Right. A little contentious. Mostly due to it was your fault. I don't recall why necessarily. I think it was something to do with Cheetos or something, but it was when I'm sure history will prove that you were a little off base, maybe I'm a little off base.
No, you
End
said
of the
something
day-
like Cheetos don't have cheese or something.
Well, I don't know.
You're out to
I mean,
lunch. You're out to lunch if you still think that. It was
Well,
actually
it's neither-
100% proven in the Discord.
I mean, you can cite, and nowadays you could probably find a study that says smoking's good for you. Honestly, you know what I mean. You could find anything that says
I mean,
anything.
I would
now.
argue that. I would argue that it's good for you in many ways.
In some ways, I think so too. It keeps you awake. You know, gives
Keeps
you
you
something
awake.
to do. Keeps idle hands. You know.
Appetite. It also looks just cool.
It is
really
cool, man. It is cool.
You can't, and no one can
I
deny
used to
that.
smoke.
No one can deny that.
I don't care what a doctor says, okay? You're eating potato chips. I'm watching you eat potato chips at lunch, so don't. Oh, that's good for you, doc? Shut up. Just because you went to school forever, who cares?
That answers the question in and of itself, as far as I'm concerned. You say it's cool, and they're like, well, the doctors say it's bad for you. Well, that is exactly the fucking problem. The doctors don't know shit. They're out to lunch themselves. I'm sorry, last time I checked, a doctor was an expert, Angry Mike.
I agree with you. I mean, and nothing, this might be off topic, but I think all veterinarians, they're all charlatans, man. I've never gone to a vet and been like, yeah, you seem to know what you're doing. You know every animal. Shut the fuck up. I mean, at best, maybe you could get a dog back on its feet, but don't sit here like if I brought a fish in and you took a class for that. Shut up. And then your pet insurance is a fucking joke, dog. You might as well just, take my money and then smack me in the fucking face and say your dog's still going to die because you can't pay for that kidney. Give me a break. They ain't going to pay for shit. If your beta fish died, they tell you to go fuck yourself. We're not paying $350 for that. And beta fish are hard to keep alive, though. Anyway, I'm not mentally ill.
Okay.
I'm just saying. And so I think the test really should be, because there's too many mental illnesses in that DSM-5 now. It should be, if you could make it pretty far on the Oregon Trail, you're not mentally ill. You know what I mean? If at, the first month of April, you already died because you fell off the wagon, okay, well, we got to get you to the hospital, maybe get you some meds. But if you made it almost to where you had to do the raft down the rocks and you got dysentery, you're not mentally ill. You might have some problems, but it was hard. I don't think I ever got a perfect score in that game. I might have to download that. Remember, you can only carry like 200 feet.
Listen, when you say you're not mentally ill, what you sound a little upset about it. You sound like defensive. You sound cagey about it, Angry Mike.
No, I'm just,
No? You
do. Genius sometimes is seen in different ways by people. And I just like to clarify from the outset that a certain way you could see my genius, it's not mental illness. So don't tell me I have to go back to see Dr. Smith because he didn't get it either.
Okay,
Just
Angry
like
Mike, how are you a genius? Like, what are you exceptionally skilled at?
I feel like I could be pretty good at guitar if I did it, and it's hidden. There's a lot of hidden genius I have. I know it's there. It's just there's a lot of things to do during the day, and if you go to the grocery store.
So if you picked up a guitar, you couldn't play a song.
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
not even like Mary Had a Little Lamb right now.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. And I'm gonna posit that you actually are not a genius at the guitar. I would say if anything, you're an idiot at the guitar.
But it's hidden genius. You know what I'm saying? Like Mozart, there was a time where if you went to Mozart's house, you'd be like, that kid doesn't know how to fucking play anything. Even if it was a day, you'd be like, look at that idiot. Don't tell him to play. That'd be me. Like maybe the first day you're like, Angry Mike, you fucking suck. But then day 2, I'm fucking riffing and I'm a new Beatle. You don't know. Isn't part of the program that it would work? And so if I did your 4 steps tomorrow, I'd be hanging out with, Taylor Swift and, the Bears offensive coordinator, whoever that may be. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm really good at football, right?
No, Angry Mike, no, dog, that's not I have never, not even once, even come close to saying any of the shit that you just said.
I'm pretty sure it's a close interpretation of what I'm saying.
Communal vision from Mr. Defo coming in hot. Thank you, Defo, for this perspective. Angry Mike is a guitar savant. He's laser focused on not playing the instrument.
Because part of me is like, then I got to be a superstar and I lose my anonymity. You know what I mean?
Communal vision from Phil Z. The only strings Angry Mike is plucking is the anal hairs of a dog.
Well, what dogs does Phil Z hang out with? That they got strands of hair so taut that it could be plucked like a guitar. I mean, Phil, don't rope me into your world right now. I am not, like, I just want to stress again, I'm not mentally ill. I'm not.
I mean, okay.
Thank you.
If you did have a mental illness, what have they tried to say that you have?
You know, you hear anger this and issues that and can't control it this and that. You know, it's just all it's mishmash. It's, you know, what did you base that on? All the testing we just did? Yeah, what test? Who came up with that? Some guy? You know, he didn't know me. I could be when he came up with all those tests, it could have been, well, there's this one guy that might fail them all, but he's fine. You know? He can control it. He can. And then they say, oh, no, you're not that guy. We already met that guy 80 years ago. And he's like, well, no, I could be number two.
Nah, you listen, you don't have to have mental illness. But the fact that you came and just said it so assertively at the top of the call just made me think like, oh, this guy's mentally ill.
Well, but see, that's having the opposite effect then of why I'm saying it, and I don't think you're understanding. Did you hear me when I said I say it so that you don't?
Yeah, but if you're not mentally ill, then why do you give a shit? Why do you even care?
Because, like I said, this whole program you're doing right now is about whether people are mentally ill, and I just wanted to make it clear from the outset it could be seen.
That's not what the program is about. That's not what tonight is about. I didn't even come close to saying what you just said. Again, Phil Z, Angry Mike sounds like he suffers from that shitty John Candy movie disease, Delirious.
I do not know what that movie is. And was John Candy even that good? I mean, I'm not trying to hate on the dead, but I mean, I've seen it. I mean, in Home Alone, he was okay. That's a Christmas movie. That's not a no doubter.
He was. There were some funny sketches. There was that one where he's the. Didn't he do like a yodeler thing? Didn't he have like a yodeler thing?
Was he on that like Canadian Saturday Night Live? That might have been funny.
Second
I used to watch
yeah,
Nick at
Second
Night.
City.
Yeah, listen, Rick Moranis needs to just come back. Number 2, I am not mentally ill. Number 3, let's talk about having the Oregon Trail test just as I think it's fair. I really do. Number 4, I apologize for any slights you took in the past year or misconceptions about cheese and Cheez-Its and Cheetos. That's on you. You'll come around.
I'm not going to apologize to you.
But if you could just shoot a quick over, maybe you were a little harsh. That's not even an apology when you think about it. If you say, maybe I came out a little too strong.
No, I do exactly what I do.
All right. Well,
on purpose.
I understand, and I respect.
Namaste.
Where's the mail, Leslie? Namaste.
Where is the mail? Namaste.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too. Bye. Angry Mike. Sweet Angry Mike. Moist Unicorns. Phil Z's was smaller than my doorbell. And then this one says, was smaller than my doorbell. Penis was smaller than my doorbell. Namaste. So we're talking either a big doorbell or a small penis. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We were just talking about Phil Z's penis, but we don't have to talk about that necessarily. Caller, what's your name and how are you tonight?
My name is Isabeau, and I'm doing very well.
Isabeau is doing very well. Isabeau, it's fantastic to hear from you. How are you doing?
You know, after hearing about Phil Z's penis, I think I figured out everything I needed to know. I was waiting for the day.
Your knowledge feels like universally complete.
Yeah, I mean, he finally called and talked about his penis. He let it out. I think ever since he heard about the show, he was waiting for that.
In a sense,
So,
you were as well.
Congrats to you, Phil Z. You're a king.
Love that. Love that. Now, listen, we don't have to spend the entirety of our conversation tonight, Isabeau, speaking on Phil Z's penis, be it small or medium. But I would, Isabeau, it's been a minute since you reached out to us. How's it been?
It's been a minute. You know, I've been out here. I've been working. I've been going through the breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Almost getting back with the breakup.
Yep, as I was going to say, it's about you've had enough time to feel
all that fun stuff. I did November and then like almost all of dry January. I don't know, like little breaks here and there for my mental illness, you know, just trying to hone it all in. But I'm okay, but I'm really the mentally illest one.
You've seen
sure.
that now. You've said that a couple times in the chat tonight, Isabeau. Now tonight's theme, obviously, about the mentally ill being weak, and Isabeau claiming multiple times throughout the course of the stream tonight to be the mentally illest, the most mentally ill. So is it by extension, is it fair to say that you are the weakest?
No, I think I make y'all stronger for having to deal with my bullshit. So therefore, you're all weak for having no guard for that in the first place. It's like y'all don't know what's coming.
What the hell does that mean? I have no idea what that
I know, it's backwards. It's mental illness. Gotcha.
I think so. I think you did the old that old trick, show don't tell.
Uno
Have you heard that?
reverse card. Listen.
Show don't tell, as they say in showbiz, and you just showed
I make
some.
people. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. The people who are so mentally ill.
Communal vision from Mr. Defoe. Not gonna lie, if I'm honest, crazy
like a
girls
witch.
are hot. That's what Mr. Defoe says. Any response?
Well, obviously, crazy girls are hot, but like nobody really wants the crazy. You know, that's the thing. Everybody wants the manic pixie dream girl until it comes to the manic time, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, you're actually crazy. Bye."
Right. They don't want to deal with the genuine mania.
Right.
The genuine mania, the high energy, lack of
Yeah,
sleep,
everybody's
intensity.
all, "Oh yeah, I love crazy girls. I want to fuck them." And then when they're actually crazy, they're like, "Okay, bye."
Right. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
my ex used to call me a fucking retarded, like, all the time.
Who says you're fucking retarded all the time?
My ex.
Like in a fun way, like a bit.
No, not in a bit.
So
Not
this
in a
is
bit way.
more just mean.
Yeah, in a mean way.
And that's an effective mean word if you use it that way.
Exactly. But I don't talk to him anymore.
So
That's
you
all done.
fully blocked him on
I
everything?
made him weaker through my mental illness. I am stronger.
I mean, it sounds like you made him weaker. I haven't heard any evidence of that, but we also have a communal vision coming from Seventh Dragon Ball. I prefer the crazy homeless girls. You can drop them off anywhere after crazy sex. That's what Seventh Dragon Ball does. Do you believe that? Do you believe that that's what Seventh Dragon Ball does in reality?
Absolutely not. Seventh Dragon Ball, first of all, you have Dragon Ball in your name. Are you 12?
Yeah, so yeah,
Second
that's
of all, he's
I don't
probably
think
a virgin. Absolutely.
I do think there's a disconnect between the vibe of your username Seventh Dragon Ball and the claim that you just pick up random homeless women, have crazy sex, and then just drop them off anywhere because you're that socially natural and confident. I just don't, and just like universally charismatic. I just don't.
I hope he has a lot of STDs. For fun.
Yeah, Seventh Dragon Ball, do you have STDs?
I mean, sounds like you would.
Well, listen, it sounds like you are mentally ill, and it sounds like this situation with this man was not good. So to be meanly berated as a mental retard in what is supposed to be a mutually caring situation can be very damaging.
For mental retardation, like on the daily. And I was like, no, I'm just mentally ill.
Yeah, you're just mentally ill.
Yes.
And
I get that. Not everybody can take that. Okay? But he made me even more mentally ill. You know?
Made your
It was
symptoms
rude.
worse, made that
It
whole
was a
experience
bad
even
Two children
worse.
approached me with that classic
Yeah.
dumbass
1
look
second.
on their face. The first asked,
One
"Who
moment.
am I?" To which I responded, "You'll figure it out. Right now you're a stupid child." The second asked, "What am I?" To which I responded by pushing him into the river.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Nindinu, for those bits. Bless you. And namaste. Hopefully that little thought experiment got you to where you need to be. Certainly that I could imagine that changing lives out there. Now, Isabeau.
Yeah.
This guy's blocked on everything, right?
He is blocked o'clock.
And how close did you get back to getting back with him?
Oh, I was pretty close. But, I not as near as he thought it would be. Not even close, really. Like, in my head, I was like, yeah, maybe, but no. No. You don't go back to people like that. Fuck that. I may be
I mean, you
mentally
could.
ill, but I'm not
You could.
that mentally. I'm not that mentally ill. I guess.
Namaste. Jessica's chiming in from just getting home from a trip. Namaste, Jessica. Good to see you. Isabeau is on the line. We haven't heard from Isabeau in a while. She's had a pretty mentally ill period of time as of late. Now you were more mentally ill with him. Do you feel less mentally ill now that he's all blacked up and there's a little more distance behind you?
Hell yeah, dude. I feel way less mentally ill. I'm not going to say normal because what's normal? Fuck normal.
I mean, it exists and
feel
you're not
better.
it. It sounds like.
I'm going to school.
Communal vision from Jessica. A message for you, Isabeau. Isabeau, just act normal.
Fuck normal.
I mean, you're not. It exists and you're not it.
Bitch, I said what I said. I don't act normal. Like, I just don't.
I mean, that's
when
very
I
easy
have
to suss out. Yeah.
When I get paid to, I'll act normal.
Well, you know what? It sounds like you're really showing us some mental illness tonight. Not necessarily, telling
Yeah.
us, like we said before, you have
Absolutely.
demonstrated mental illness. You're not one of these fakers. And you also have brought a theme that's been very
I'm real.
important tonight.
I'm me. I'm
Very
Isabel, you know?
important tonight. Now, in that, we would have to, differentiate between Black Dominicans and Black Israelites. And these are two different groups of people with different interests, different internal lives. In the same way,
You're gonna
we need
get
to
to see it
differentiate
straight.
between the mentally retarded and the mentally ill. Not the same thing. And you've really brought that again to the fore tonight.
Hey, it's what I do.
You're not retarded, you're crazy.
Eh,
You just
I like
meow?
when you
What was
guys-
that?
well, I remember when you guys brought up Larry David, and that's my Larry David response. Just, It's
So, like kind of a tacit
I'm
acknowledgement.
anything. I could
Yeah.
be anything. I have no label.
Well,
I'm
that's
whatever-
not completely
whatever I
true,
wanna
Isabeau.
be.
You're mentally ill.
But that's fun.
Doesn't sound fun.
I'm having fun. I'm having a great time. I'm
Right now,
living my
right now,
best
we're having a
life.
lot of fun.
I'm calling in explorations with Fesley Banner.
Well, we're having fun right now. It just what I was
chilling.
referring to was the tale of
Who's to say? Who's to tell me what life I'm living? I'm living my own life. I'm living live, love, love.
yes, love that,
Namaste.
love that for you. Is there a parting message that you'd like to share with the community, Isabeau?
My parting message is if you're mentally ill, embrace that shit, baby, period. Slay, go. Be mentally ill, but try to take advice. If somebody tells you, yo, what are you doing? Chill the fuck out. Maybe think about it. But otherwise, be you. Be you. Never lose your sense of self. Namaste.
Namaste, Isabeau. Listen, you don't be a stranger. Call back soon, okay? You promise?
I'll never take meds. I only smoke weed.
Namaste.
Yes,
I
I
love
will
that.
absolutely call back. Namaste.
love that from a patient. Namaste to you.
Deal with it, bitch.
Wow. Having a mentally ill evening. And this is going to be our final caller for the evening. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
It's Frank again, if you'll have me.
Frank again. You're a final caller for the night. Frank, how you doing?
Oh shit, that's a lot of pressure. Well, pretty good. Thanks for having me, Leslie.
Absolutely. Love to have you, Frank. Now, Frank, what drew you back? What drew you back into the fold, back in the program, twice in a night? What's going on?
Well, I never left.
No, but I mean call-wise.
And call-wise, well, I don't know. I mean, the last caller, Isabeau, it was very candid. It was a very candid discussion.
Yeah, it was. She was very upfront. She gets a little squirrely as a result of her mental illness, but that's to be expected.
She represents the squirrel in all of us.
And that's something to think about. I'm not good with abstractions, so I don't know what that means, but I recognize the
Me
beauty.
neither.
There's something
I was hoping you could guide me with that.
One second, I got to do another quote for everyone. One moment.
I love how the internet empowers
do another one.
everyone
That's a
to
repeat.
express themselves.
There's so many
Fucking
quotes
right.
in here. One second.
You're so
Poor
wise,
is
Leslie.
bad.
There are so many quotes. Stop doing repeats. One more.
Nightmares are a real
Another
number.
1 second. There are dozens.
I would be such a strong and resilient handicapped person, but sadly,
this is-
I may go
Yeah,
my whole life
do
without
something.
anyone ever knowing that about me.
All right, what's your favorite quote?
Hold on. Maybe we'll hear it.
If someone is trying to get you to relax, they're trying to hurt you.
There we go. We got a fresh one in there. Nindy knew hopefully that was exactly what you needed. Certainly I can imagine that changing someone's life out there. Bless you tonight. Now, Frank, what were we talking about? I don't remember a fucking thing that you just said.
I'm on your level, brother.
Well, you were titillated by Isabeau's call, by the candidness of
Oh
what
shit, yeah.
So, what about how she expressed herself really drew you in, and what did it inspire you to call in again and share with us, Frank?
Oh my god. I mean, it's hard to break it down. But did any of it titillate you, Leslie?
I mean, I love speaking to Isabeau. Isabeau's a longtime explorer, and I haven't had a chance to speak with her in a while. One thing that stood out to me is, she had a message of strength. When we left her kind of before Christmas,
Absolutely.
she had this message of strength with her. She was getting out of a relationship that wasn't good, and she had this, it was still fresh, so she had this feeling of empowerment, this feeling of, I'm a new me, and no, I'm a queen, and no one's going to bring me down. Little did we know that, I mean, not little, I knew this was going to happen, because it's not uncommon, that when you get out of a relationship, especially if you're mentally ill, you're your own worst enemy, especially if you got some sort of attachment issue. You're your own worst enemy. We've all been there, right?
You're better off alone if you're mentally ill, in my experience.
Speak on that.
Well.
That's all right. Take your
hard
time.
one to elaborate on.
Take your time. You're better off alone if you're mentally ill. Why is that? What happens when someone else is there?
Frank gets scared when someone else is there.
Well, what a wonderful message to end on. You have been terminated, Frank. I'm so glad that you were able to get it out before the termination, but I am going to hang up now. I cherish you, though, Frank. Namaste.
I am slow, Frank.
I am Slow Frank. Namaste, Frank. Slow Frank. Namaste to Slow Frank. As we have jumped back and forth with honestly a message of differentiation. We can't lump it all in together. The mentally deficient crowd can't, take. You look at the queer flag, the LGBTQIA plus, whatever. This idea that they can be together. They are a community. They share an internal and external experience, and they share interests, material and spiritual and otherwise. When you get to the mentally deficients, the mental degenerates, the incapables, the weaks, the lames, the ills, the injured, it is not the case. There is no rainbow flag for the mentally ill and the retarded. That would not be a flag that not anybody would like. Well, first of all, anyone that is mentally ill or retarded. But Also, Frank goes to show he came in saying mentally retarded, then spoke on his deficiencies, and also spoke to his mentally ill. So maybe you can also be both, and a message of excitement in that respect. And caller, you're going to be our final caller for tonight because you snuck it in, but you do have about 30 seconds.
Oh my God, there, Leslie. It's just Buck, man, and I'm glad I could be that last call.
Absolutely. What would you like to share with us tonight?
You know, I was going to talk to you about my mama. She's gone a little senile, and I think she fits that mentally ill category. And we're actually thinking about we're fixing to put her down. And I wanted your thoughts on that.
Go for it.
I mean, yeah, once they meet that senile mark, it's not very much fun. It's more taking care of them.
Yeah, Buck, I would just put her down. Don't make this more complicated. It's not more complicated than you just shared it. Put her down. It'll be sad, but it'll be better than just sad. Just put her down.
I mean, Leslie, we're not talking about a dog. We're talking about my mama.
Yep, I know. I'm fully aware.
That's what I love about
pussy,
you, Leslie.
Old. Yep. Check, check, and check. Put her down.
You're right about that evil Laura lady, too, Leslie.
What?
You were 100% about the evil Laura lady with her poisonous breast milk.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna take your advice on this.
Well, let us know how it goes. I'm gonna check in with you. I'm gonna check in with you next time you call in. Okay, Buck?
Okay, I'm sorry to get at the end of the show, but I love you, Leslie. Namaste.
Namaste to you. Namaste.
You are the prize, Leslie.
I cherish you. You have a wonderful evening. I'll speak to you soon, Buck. Good luck with killing your mom.
Gotta put it down.
Namaste.
Namaste, Leslie.
Wonderful to speak to Buck. Perfect end of a perfect night we had together. Guys, we really did it. I took you to task, and we accomplished a lot tonight in Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Much ground was covered. First of all, the differentiation between the mentally ill and the mentally retarded. As much as I like the sound of the word retarded, we definitely got it all. We had to make some differences, and we do have a visitor. My temporary roommate Mish is here with Shit Chip, Cat Shit Shrimp Chip. It's a joke because somebody said that in the chat. Nindy News says, very successful night. Thank you, Guru. Absolutely, Nindy News. It was my 100% my pleasure to give you exactly what you needed. Mish, is there anything that you'd like to share as we wrap things up tonight?
I'm sick.
Sick with what?
I have COVID-19. None of the other numbers, just the 19 one.
COVID-19. COVID barely legal.
That's so funny that you said that.
Thank you. Please leave. Okay, thanks for chiming in. We're bringing that energy. Really, that was nice. I really appreciate you bringing that kind of fun energy to the end of a fun show. Namaste. Now, guys, thank you so much for being with us tonight, and thank you to Mish for sending us that final send-off of maybe just dropping a little Hershey kiss of sour milk energy right before we go. Namaste to all of us for being here to the end. Gorgeous evening. We covered mental illness being weak. We discussed
I wish
the
I could
benefits.
fondle the fresh produce all day without violating some implied silent rule. I know several other men who agree with me.
Now here we go. Write to me on the P.O. Box. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60. Let's get some more shit on the screen. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Ask me for advice. Send me gifts. I will open it on air. I can't wait to read what you have to write and what you have to give me. Namaste. If there are members of the community of devoted light here in the chat, if you could speak up, let's affirm some men while we're at it. Fellas, absolutely look in the mirror and smile with your penis. Let's do another one. Fuck it. Male affirmation. Let's see if we can break this thing. the sky is blue, but not as blue as the choices we come to regret. That's good enough. There's something in there. And cool, let's get some more shit on the screen. Perfect way. Let's break OBS on our way out to rating Toad PhD. Guys, the Community Devoted Light has at patreon.com has a growing library of exclusive material specifically designed to get you to the next level. If you've seen the show and you are ready to commit your life to the final journey, go ahead and click the link I just dropped in the chat, and I will drop it again because it just needs to. Everyone keeps fucking talking and hitting fucking buttons. I'm trying to plug the goddamn Patreon. Can you just leave it up for a sec? Leslie Tanner Patreon has full of videos that are really good, and you will enjoy them. I'm sure everyone will enjoy them. Let's go ahead and Jesus Christ. All right, this is great. You did exactly what we wanted. Thank you, Mish. Mish did this. Mish set this off. Mish came in here and belittled my little riff at the end of a show that was really good, and then you guys started having a fucking seizure. Namaste.
There's something very gay about the internet, isn't there?
You know what I mean? That's kind of fun. That's kind of interesting. If I was a gay guy, I'd be into that, I think.